birds. Nigga got birds.
They in there with a decor.
What's up, young man? Look at your decor.
Playing with me.
Shoot, right before y'all just got on, I was just doing like some little reactions to some songs. The
The 40
Pusha
ounce.
T, the Joyner Lucas, Cardi B, Offset. I'm like, damn, all these people been dropping.
Yeah, Cardi B do got one. Offset dropped one. The bodies actually hard.
Bodies is fire.
I'm still listening to Carter 6. What y'all listening?
JID was sliding on that joint.
Yeah,
I'm still listening to Carter 6. What y'all niggas?
I don't know why you was still listening to that.
Chill out, bro.
Look,
sipping, baby?
Odell started early, dog. Like, nah, I ain't listening to that shit no more.
Damn, I need to find somewhere hold up.
I'm on it now where I can just listen. I go back to a certain song and be like,
that's where I'm at with it, bro. I ain't gonna lie, it's probably like 2 songs I got on my playlist, which is Welcome to
this nigga all the time. The number get lower every time. At first you said it was like 4. You know, I got like 2 songs I really like.
Welcome to the Carlin hip hop, bro. Like,
Juwan, you about to stop playing with Wayne, bro.
Listen, bro.
At this point, you just doing it for attention.
No, bro. Like,
you're doing it for clickbait, bro. I don't like it, bro.
No, I'm not. This is really my opinion on the album, and it's like, dog, like, people,
this is really my opinion,
bro. People been hitting me in comments, like, bro, somebody comment got blocked on TikTok because I guess nigga just said like shut up or something. I'm like, damn, they gonna block him for that? Like,
shut up is crazy. Like,
I'm with all this smoke, man. Tell that man, approve this nigga comment, bro.
You will never disrespect Wayne. Get the hell out of here.
But that the Game and Fit versus 50. Oh, that shit going up though.
Game and 50 beefing?
No, the video we did, the conversation me and Odell had.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
That mug going up. I'm like, damn, people commenting on that shit.
Hey, when you post the shorts and videos on YouTube, do you tag us or you just post?
Hey, hold up, I gotta go get my headphones.
Well, on Facebook, I haven't really. Did I? I don't know if I posted.
No, I'm talking about when you post it on YouTube.
No, on YouTube, I just tag the video, the main video. So when I do the short, I put the link for the full video in the short.
Got you. Okay, bet.
Yeah, that mud did like
I don't know how to
200. I think it's at 200 and some views. I'm like, shit. Hey, that's a start.
Oh yeah, that's a start. Hey nigga, hey, that's a start, my nigga.
I appreciate all the little views I'm getting. We just started.
I should have grabbed my other headphones that connected. But all right, I can still. Y'all can hear me though. I can hear y'all.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, baby. What you sipping, baby? Sip. So, Jawan, we are just talking about. And I did want to say this too. I'm not trying to sway you into saying Drake has a lot of classics. I do want to hear your opinion, though. I do want to hear. I want to hear your opinion. I really do. And I'm gonna let you say what you say. And I should say this when my 5 get here. I'll say it again. I'm not talking about any underage playing, any underage.
Look, he make
underage yacht drink.
Cuz over here making disclaimers and everything, man.
I ain't entertaining none of that. If y'all want to answer that, y'all get on another channel. But nah, bro. That's it. I'm just gonna talk about music.
Look. He doing his little disclaimer. He trying to set the rules and shit. ain't no rules in battles.
That's the only. There's no rules.
Ain't no rules in battle, nigga.
If you a bitch, you a bitch.
Nah, that shit is funny, bro. They
No,
people
I'll be dead ass.
people
I just talk about
commenting on that junk.
what.
The Drake and Kendrick junk, the conversation. Like, cuz he got smoked, bro.
I'm so sick of like uh, that beef. Like it helped and ruined hip hop. Like it, bro. Like it's ridiculous, bro. It helped hip hop and it ruined it at the same time because what is it, a year now? Nothing else is going on in hip hop.
Yeah, it definitely been a
People are
year.
still on that, bro.
You know the only
Like we
thing
can't
I
even
really
appreciate other stuff.
the only thing I really don't like about it's cool, but I feel like they overdo it with like this era as far as diss tracks go is
Yeah.
when they be like, oh nigga, you only got 24 hours to respond.
Drake started that shit.
Like I
Drake
don't
started that. Drake started that shit with the Meek Mill shit. That's what I was trying to explain to y'all.
I don't like
We
that,
waited
bro.
4 days, nigga. Where y'all at?
I
I
like
don't like the 24.
it's a hate and a love for it.
I don't like the 24-hour thing. Like that's kind of like unless you like unless it's like the Joey Badass situation where like they are
That's
dropping
what I
like
was about to say.
simultaneously. I do feel like in a sense that helps hip hop because it's just like yeah, you can have time to respond to a beef or to a hit, whatever. But at the same time, I think it does depend on what type of artist you are, and I don't write those rules. That's just what the culture write. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
All right, so since we on this topic, right, and where this all stimulated from, right? It was from the Drake and Meek beef. And since we touched on that last week and y'all didn't so much agree, I have since went
Oh
back and listened to
shit.
them two songs and I've listened to Drake's two songs. So I feel as though it's only right that we listen to them two songs real quick. We don't even really got to listen to the second verse of the second because Charged Up, we all agreed that that's not what we wanted when that beef was happening. And
Fact.
then and then
Yeah,
that's when
at
he
first no.
came with back to back. So that's where all of this you got 24 hours to respond came from.
So I
So
I got a question. So all right, how many did songs did they do dissing each other? Cause I don't
so
remember. I don't
just
remember.
just the
I think it was like
main,
2,
two,
right?
right? The main ones I know was two
well
is what
it
I
was
thought
I mean
because I
Meek
know Meek dropped first. No, no, I take that back.
No,
Meek went to
Drake.
Twitter
Drake
to
dropped
say
first,
that
right? He did Charged Up.
no,
he dropped Charged Up.
Meek went to Twitter to say that Drake had Quentin Miller, but that's when the first the alleged ghost writing stuff started, and then Drake dropped Charged Up, and then Meek dropped. I forgot the name of what Meek dropped, and then we had back to back. That
He
Okay.
Undertaker shit
did
was
he did
ass.
War
I
So
ain't
Pain
gonna
and
lie
he
to you.
did Wanna Know if I'm not
yes.
mistaken.
Yeah. Meek made more songs after that because he got thirsty and he got mad because everybody was complaining that he wasn't responding fast enough. But again, this is what I'm saying. Like, if you ask me who won the Drake and Meek beef, I think Drake won the battle. Drake won the battle, but Meek won the war. Think about it, because after Meek brought up the whole diss, like he don't write his own music, that shattered Drake's image. And ever since then, Drake can't go nowhere without hearing you don't write your own music. Think about it.
I don't think it helped Meek in the long run because in my opinion, I love Meek, but I don't think Meek bounced back from back to back.
Well,
Like
again,
if we
Yeah,
what
he
again, this is where we start to get into what me and Jawan was talking about with the game and 50 Cent. The game ruined himself. Meek Mill also did the same thing. Like, bro, you beefing with academics. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and plus we can't even say that Meek won because Meek got the whole with Diddy stuff. He
No,
got
no,
fries on his lap.
no,
Like
but oh
it
my
like bro,
God.
what?
Now you taking it somewhere else. What I'm talking about is the battle versus the war. The battle, Drake definitely won, hands down. He had the popular opinion at the time. But let's just say months down the road or years later, Drake somehow overcomes this and turns it around. People gonna say that Drake is one of the greatest of all time because of what he did with when he was beat to the ground, like demolished, destroyed. People thought that he would never come back. And he comes back from this and Kendrick falls. That's when you say who won the battle and who
Hold
won
on.
the
It's
war.
different. It's
I
different
would
for
say
Drake.
Drake. Go ahead, Jamal. You might
It's
say.
it's different for Drake because one, like I stated before, Drake is a big enough artist. Even with the Kendrick thing, Drake is a big. He was even at that time he was a big enough artist to still survive something like that. And then Drake, on top of that, he's not just a rapper.
Right.
You can't. I can't say that Meek won, bro. Only because like the war or the battle is because on Meek's championships in what was that 2018, he went back to Drake and Drake gave him going bad.
No,
So
I
like
understand. That's
he,
not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, as
no,
far
I know I was
as
answering to your first
yeah,
question as far as the
okay,
winning the war or the battle.
yeah,
That's like if we write a diss song or I'm this or we same thing, same scenario. And if years down the line, after I accused you of ghostwriting, and then
hmm,
I go get you for a lead single on my album,
yeah,
I
immediately,
was
immediately
I
thought,
was
yeah, I
I
agree
Drake
was
with that.
about to
won.
say that. I was about to say
Agree,
because
agree.
right after all that they did all that
Because Going Bad is a hit,
Hmm.
they
and
made up
Championships is a good album by me. Great
they
album.
made up and then next thing you know they got a song together
Yeah,
and it's on Meek
And Meek
album.
went to Drake. Drake didn't go to Meek.
right.
So to
Yeah,
me it's like
And but
you did
I
you
will say
really
this though,
win the
Five.
war?
I I do agree with my Five when he said that. I feel like Drake thinks or thought. I feel like he thought that Kendrick's fans wouldn't ride for Kendrick because of Drake's longevity of being the solo guy for 15, 16 years. So I
so
feel like him calling him out to drop
yep,
is he got baited in. No, I
yep.
agree. I had to go back. I was heated when we talked about it last week.
Hmm.
But once I went back and went through the timeline and went through like uh the old videos and just old like people who explain that beef,
Hmm.
I feel like Drake definitely fell for the okie doke. And the only difference is why Drake can and will bounce back from Not Like Us is because Drake is just a bigger artist than me. You know what I'm saying? He's more than just a rapper, is what Jawan was saying. He's more than just a rapper.
Right. But what I'm saying is Meek wounded Drake viciously. He wounded him something fierce. Like he did him in the long run. Drake can't go like they started taking him off a number one list. They started taking him off a hip
Yeah.
hop list. They start, bruh. They don't. You cannot talk about Drake without hearing about their
Now
ghostwriting shit.
the ghostwriting stuff definitely did. The ghostwriting stuff definitely. That's why hip hop beef is so fake to me. And they say wrestling's
Hmm.
fake, but hip hop beef is so fake to me, bro. Because it's just like if I'm really an artist, that's like Pusher T. As Pusher T said so much that Travis is this, Travis is that. If 3, 4 years down the line we get a track with Pusher T and Travis, everything Pusher T said goes out the window because it's
No,
just
that
like,
that's
bro,
right.
I don't care if you
That's
get,
true.
I
No,
don't care
no,
if you
no,
do
no, no, no,
reconcile
no,
behind the
no.
scenes.
I can't say
No,
that. I can't.
Juwan,
You can't say that
Juwan, hold on,
because
hold on.
no. Wait,
Let
wait,
me finish. Let me
wait.
finish. Hold on. Before I forget, let me finish. Let me
Go ahead,
before
go
I
ahead.
forget. Because, bro, if we keep it in the guidelines of hip hop, and look, and we'll talk about the UMG thing if we get to it. We talk about it. I just feel like if we gonna keep it hip hop, is just certain like, yeah, you can't do that. I feel like you can't do that. That's like Ice Cube
I
and Dre. That means
but
no Vaseline, which is one of the
but
greatest
see,
diss songs
the
ever.
only reason I can't agree with
That
that
means, oh, yo, take that shit down, bro. I ain't mean it. What?
the only reason I can't agree with that because you had Nas and Jay. They both was beefing with each other. drop diss tracks on each other, then start doing songs together. And this was at the time when hip hop was really like in that hip hop bag era, bro.
Yeah,
But
no, okay,
listen, but
okay.
wait, the
I get you.
Meek, but
I
the
mean, okay,
Meek,
I can see.
hold
I can see.
on, but the Meek and the Drake thing never left outside of hip hop. So Benny Siegel got into it. Then Benny got beat up by Meek Mill. Quentin Miller got beat up by Meek Mill. It was
Can't
all the
believe Meek did that to Benny, bro.
Hey, Meek
it was
from
all
Philly, bro.
it was all the
Meek is from
people,
Philly.
Meek is from
all
Philly,
the
bro.
people, all the people that was surrounding the Drake and Meek beef was taken was the ones to even what's Nicki ex-boyfriend?
Safari.
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 Meek ran down on that nigga too. Like
He did run
But
down
he
on
was
Safari.
Meek was
That's that
that's
Dream
Meek,
Chaser.
bro. Meek is from Philly, bro. They cut like that, bro.
but it's
I
like
will say this though, Meek rapping from that like I feel like net like the last 3 years, Meek has definitely been back in that like early Meek Mill rap bag, bro. Like
yes,
early Meek, that Dream Chasers rap bag is insane.
but hold on now.
That's top tier Meek.
Hold on
Top
now.
tier Meek.
And this is something that I also stumbled upon when I was re-listening to Back to Back and Charged Up. Drake, y'all talk about evolution, right? Y'all get on Meek Mill for not evolving past the Rolly and this, that, and the other. Y'all talk about M not being able to evolve. Y'all talk about Wayne not being able to evolve. Drake literally tried to do the same beef
Wait.
that he did.
Who you talking about when you say y'all?
Yeah, who said y'all? What
Yeah,
do you mean by
yeah.
that?
Who
What do you
you
mean by
talking
that?
about,
I never
y'all?
said Meek.
Wait,
What do you mean by that?
so y'all agree that Drake's music has not evolved?
No. You said we
I
was
feel like
saying.
Drake. No. You were talking about the saying Wayne don't evolve and this, that, and the third. I
Yes,
feel
so
like
because basically what I'm getting to is because
Meek is
y'all
funny.
y'all name these artists, y'all naming these artists that haven't evolved, and y'all caused saying that this is why they're not good anymore. But Drake's music hasn't evolved either. He's still on top. So it's not about. I don't think that it's not about evolving your music. That's not what it's about.
I feel like if you're that type of rapper who has a gimmick to where they can go from whatever they is when they came out and like evolve and like throughout time we could go to certain projects that be like at this particular moment in his career with this project he was certainly rapping like this. I feel like with Meek, the only highlight besides him coming out with Ross when he dropped Dreams and Nightmares, he's had commercial success. I'm not saying he hasn't had commercial
Yes.
success, but when you are a certain rapper for a certain while, like Meek is just people categorize Meek as just a Philly rapper. He hasn't outgrown Philly, is what I'm
But
saying.
but I think
When you
that Meek, his music is good, but I think his problem is outside of music. Like he does this shit to himself. Like he does stupid
We
ass,
he's
corny
not
still a
ass
gon'
street
shit.
nigga.
hey, we
He's still a
not
street
gonna
nigga,
act
and he's
like
a veteran.
though,
He's still a street nigga.
but
He's a
we
street nigga,
not
so he
gonna
doesn't.
act like
You gotta.
Meek
Go
got
ahead. Go
one
ahead.
of the we not gonna act like Meek don't have one of the best verses this year right now.
Oh,
No,
what
no,
song
hundred
is that?
percent,
What song is that?
100%.
Proud
He
of me.
does with him and you talking about the Friday
With him
joint?
and Friday.
Yeah, no, boy.
Meek
That's what I'm
went
saying. Meek has not
stupid.
the last 3 years, bro. Meek has his Meek has been back in his rapping bag, bro. And I'm not saying that it's like a bad thing, but to get on the left as far as like progression or growing, he still got that Philly nigga mindset, bro. Rapping
He
wise, bro.
does clown shit. He brought Benny up, beat up Benny, but then he did gangster
He
shit
got
like
fries
running.
on his lap. Shit is crazy, bro.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like he did the shit where he slipped and fell
It is
down the
funny.
stairs. He
Nah,
did
that
the
was
shit where he slipped and fell
when
down
he
the
going to his
stairs.
mama crib.
He got ran down on by
Man,
6ix9ine.
how y'all gonna blame him for going to his mama
Nah, no, hold
crib
on,
and
hold on. He didn't
slipping?
get run down on 6ix9ine. He 6ix9ine did not run down on him. He was in the parking lot. 6ix9ine got irate when the goons came around, and then
I don't want to hear it.
When Meek's goons came around, 6ix9ine is the one that got amped and pulled out his phone, bro. We're
I
not
don't
gonna
want to
do that.
hear it. But
Nah,
I
man,
think
we not gonna
I
do that.
think I think we in a very, and this is what I mean by a very similar situation to the Drake and Kendrick, to the Drake and Meek, because at some point Drake was trying to get the real people to be on his side. And that's all Meek was trying to do the entire beef. Like, bro, how are y'all mad at me for dissing somebody that don't even write their own music? Like, they're not what they're portraying to y'all, and y'all talking trash to me. Like, how does this make sense? But he had that
No, I
catchy ass song. He had the catchy song. So Kendrick, he had the catchy song. He was making shit up, and then Drake turned into Mr. Where's the proof? Show me the proof. Where's the real where's the realism here in this beef? You get what I'm saying? That's why I mirror these two. Drake start he
but
tried
you came
to
to go
Drake
ahead, go ahead.
tried to do the girl thing. He tried to talk about the girl thing, and it just all it is that he did the same shit. Like he has a MO of how he disses people. Like he did it to Joe Budden.
No, he does have an
He
MO.
did it to Pusha T, and it just when you do, it's like the reason why Floyd don't rematch people. He don't give a bunch of people rematches because eventually you fight the same person enough, or you gonna run into that person that's learned you because you fight the same way every single time. So it's easy for me
Drake and
to knock your ass out.
yeah,
You
Drake
just
and
need
Drake
it.
and Meek, they're just two different artists. My fault. My fault. Go ahead.
No, you good. All I'm saying is all it took was somebody with a hard enough punch to knock Drake out. Drake never beefed, and they say the same thing about Eminem. Drake never beefed with anybody that's at the caliber of a Kendrick Lamar. He really never did. Like he bullied, but he bullied below him.
But what I would say, I feel like you can't compare Drake to Meek Mill, and even if you compare the situations, because in both of those situations, Drake is the bigger artist. In the Kendrick situation and
I,
Meek's,
I don't think
only
so.
reason that it wasn't, only reason that I feel like that it was that, and you could say, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. If we say right now at this particular moment that Kendrick won, we could say Kendrick won. I don't
He
have to
definitely
wait until
did.
Drake. I have to wait till Drake drops Iceman or whatever the album it is. I don't
Hmm.
understand. And my thing of it is, bro, so many people, they want to talk about numbers and want to do all that stuff when it's beneficial to whoever it is beneficial.
Yep.
I
Yep.
seemingly can't say that you can say he is gone or you beat him when he went right back number one, doing
Hmm.
doing what Kendrick said to go back and do. You make the
But
melodies, you do all that, you go back number one. So like I can't say he wanted to, and then we get a great follow up from Kendrick with
I,
GNX.
well, I'm
I'm
about to.
not one of those.
But see, this is
So
why I said with Drake, when it comes to Drake in the battle, you can't you can't really say numbers wise. You can't go off of numbers because Drake is that big artist already, so he's going
but
to do that. And if we being
Why can't you
honest,
go off number?
wait, but his last couple songs that he put out didn't do the same amount of numbers. Like, He
But
is.
Drake
It's
is
the way
gonna
he
do
put them
numbers
out.
regardless. He's gonna do numbers
It's the way he put
regardless.
them out. Nokia went what number? Nokia was almost number one, but it was number two to some, I think, Sabrina Carpenter song. And then like
Okay,
the
but
Lucy's he dropped out with Cheerios.
but you
The
say
the
that,
the
but the same thing with the with Ross and 50 beef, right? 50 won the beef, but he never did anything to Ross. Ross stayed afloat. So just because he lost the beef to Kendrick, it's okay that he stays afloat.
But
But
that's what I'm saying. That's why I
even if
said
he,
we can't really go off of numbers because at the
hmm
end of the day, Drake is a big ass artist, bro. So did he get his ass beat? Yes, he got his ass beat. Everybody knows that. And honestly, when you go back and
ass
look
beat
at
crazy.
Drake, he did. And if you go back and look at Drake record versus people, Drake lost more than he actually won. Pusher T, he lost. Kendrick, he lost. He went against Common and lost. That's three. He
Wait, how
lost.
did he lose to Common? He had the better
You know
diss.
what? I
No,
see.
he
I see
didn't.
what type of time you on. And you know what? I'm not gonna do that shit.
Five, we
To
not
say he
doing
lost to
this.
Common is
Five.
crazy. You must have never heard Stay Scheming. You must
I
have never listened to
did.
Stay Scheming a
Did you
day
hear
before he went.
Sweet?
I don't give a fuck what. I don't give a
But
fuck
Sweet
what
didn't
track
go. Sweet
Common
didn't
Oh
dropped.
go.
my
That
God,
that's like
niggas is tripping.
that's like comparing
Niggas is
takeover.
tripping.
That's like comparing takeover to Ether.
Niggas is tripping.
That's like saying if Cassidy drops a song dissing me, he gonna
Did
beat
y'all
me.
really? Did y'all really not listen
He did though. He
to
did. He
Sweet,
did.
bro?
Nigga, we did. He listened to it.
Sweet was hard
What's
as
the
fuck,
last
bro.
Common song you listened to?
It
What
could
you
be hard, but
mean?
it didn't go to the
I don't give
masses.
a.
It's
I don't care if
it's
you
But
it's
listen
it,
to it. It's
it's
not
it's
it.
but see
it's
to
of
the
popular opinion.
yeah,
It's
well,
of popular opinion. Who won is
and then
always going to
if
be of
that's
popular
if that's
opinion.
the case,
Everybody
then
loves.
if that's the case, then Pusha T didn't win then.
But
The
everybody
reason why
says
Drake,
Pusha T won.
when you're the boogie when you are the bully the last 15, 16 years, and the bully is now saying to the pimp squeak, and I'm not saying that no disrespect, I'm just saying we compared it like that. We all love the underdog. And regardless of what people say, going into this beef with Kendrick and Drake, people were assuming that Kendrick was going to be the underdog until he had the knockout blow,
My
which was not
question,
like
my
us.
No,
question,
So
my
when
wait,
you
que-
wait,
wait,
wait.
wait,
No,
wait.
Drake
What my
Drake was
question
always
is,
the underdog.
my question is, why did
not
people
with
think?
Kendrick, no,
Why did
not
people
with
think
Kendrick
that
and
Kendrick would be
Stuff.
an
He wasn't the
underdog, bro?
underdog until.
Yeah, why would
Why?
you think that Kendrick would be an underdog? That is the
Why?
most foolish thing I've ever
What do you
heard.
mean? Why I would think that? Because the
You,
last follow up that Kendrick had musically was Mr. Morale that no one listened to, and then
but
he
you're,
didn't drop within what,
What is we
5 years. What are you
talking
talking about?
about, bro?
When you look
but
at the
you're,
situation, no, you guys didn't hear what I said. You guys heard what I said. I said Drake is the bully. Drake was the one provoking Kendrick to drop and drop and drop.
but what?
What are we talking
What?
about, Five?
Five, do you not know how to beef with?
So do you, nigga? Yes, I know how the fuck to beef with. What are you talking about?
So Drake reached out to J. Cole and Kendrick. They was all supposed to
I
be on
know you and
the
you said
same
Kendrick.
song.
First person
So
shooter.
Yes.
they were supposed to be on first person shooter. Then Kendrick said, "Fuck joining y'all. I'm just gonna diss y'all." Kendrick started the beef.
Like joining another nigga, but that's besides the point. But okay, go ahead.
Drake took the beat. I mean the bait.
First off,
I'm not.
Kendrick. No,
Fine, I'm
first
not. I
off,
think it's
Kendrick
the same thing.
always been like this. This is why I don't understand why niggas is thinking he would be
Kendrick
the
has always
underdog.
been like this since
He
Exactly.
always been
2018.
like this. The nigga did it when he dropped fucking Control verse, bro. He dissed everybody. He called
And
niggas
that's
out.
where and that's where
So
Drake fucked up.
And then
why
the
would you
niggas that
think why
responded
would you
on
sit
whack,
there
the niggas
but
that
why would you
responded
sit there
on
and
whack.
think that man is the underdog?
But this is why Kendrick is this is why Kendrick is so smart because on the control verse he didn't say nothing. So Drake thought that he was gonna puff his chest out, get all big, and call this nigga out a million times, and he wasn't gonna say nothing back. Think about it. Listen to push-ups. Listen to push-ups. He fell right into Kendrick's hands, bruh. He
There was
fell
so
for it.
many niggas. There was so many niggas that responded to Kendrick's control verse. The reason
Hmm.
why Kendrick took it to heart and Drake did is because Drake didn't respond to it on wax. He went on radio stations and complained about it after
Hmm.
already taking this little nigga on Club Paradise tour to give him that, and people to say what you want about it, bring him to another forefront before he dropped to Pimp a Butterfly. Not to Pimp a Butterfly,
He
a Good
was
Kid, Mad
what?
City.
What?
So, what do you mean what?
Kendrick was already that
Five.
nigga, man, when he did Good
You
Kid, Mad
can't.
City, bro.
I get
You cannot.
no. You're not about to say y'all not. First of all, what y'all not about to do
This
is
nigga
sit here
got
and
one of the
say
best
that
albums
y'all
in
niggas was
history. What are
listening to
we
Kendrick and
talking
shit when he
about?
dropped Section 8.
No,
When he
Wait,
Five,
wait,
dropped
wait,
because
wait,
I
wait, wait, wait.
hold
Time
on,
out. No,
Five,
no, no. Bro, I've been
Five.
listening to
I'm on
Kendrick
your
way before that.
so you're saying so what y'all
Before
telling
Good
me is
Kid,
that
Mad
Kendrick
City,
was
I was
that nigga.
listening to Kendrick.
Wait, hold on a second. I'm on Five side with this because when To Pimp a Butterfly came out, niggas said that the album was boring. It had no
Bro,
replay value.
To
It
Pimp
was
a
good,
Butterfly was his second album, bro.
but
He
I'm
already did
saying
Good Kid, Mad City and got so many praises for it.
Kendrick's peak, and I don't give a fuck who said that, was damn.
it was
Was
damn.
damn. And
It
that's
was
it.
damn.
Come on, you can log off. Yeah,
That,
that was
but
it.
No, but
How is that his
that
peak
was
if
his
he
Carter
on
3
top
though.
right
Damn was
now?
his Carter 3. That's where everybody started saying that Kendrick went pop. I'm telling you.
How is that
Kendrick
his
goes
peak if
first.
he higher right now?
No,
He's not higher right
because
now.
he went that but there's
What are we
what
talking
in the
about?
fuck
Juwan, if you take not
These
at the
right now
niggas,
time.
him
out
and
of if you
Drake, him and
if
Drake
you
just shook
take
up the world for a whole fucking year with a battle, and you telling me
if
this is
you
Not
take
his
even
not
peak was
right
years ago?
not even him and Drake, just Kendrick. Kendrick did all the work, brother.
if you take
What are
not
we
like
talking
us
about,
out of the
This was a
conversation right now,
renaissance. This
it's
was
a
a
different
this
bro?
is him
This
coming
shit.
back.
But no, wait, this nigga
This was
not
a
making
comeback.
sense. Fire, you not making sense to say that was his peak, and the nigga just did Super Bowl just because of that fucking
damn
song.
was his peak. What are you talking about?
Wait, no, but I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying.
Nigga made me
Because
drop
when
my shit, man. This nigga saying crazy shit.
but
And
look,
then hold on,
What
and
listen.
are
then
we
I'll do you
talking
one
about?
better. I'll do you one better
Look.
because some people
No,
will
Fab,
argue. Hold on, Fab. Some
okay.
people will argue and say that Kendrick's peak is when To Pimp a Butterfly came out because he ran through the Grammys and swiped all those awards. Only reason I say damn, and people, and then here again when we talk
Damn
about
is
numbers,
fire.
but numbers do play a factor, my nigga. When damn is his best commercially selling album. You play that album's a great album, and like my five said, it's his Carter 3. After damn, bro, you go on that 5.5 year hiatus. You drop little snippets here and there. You take Baby Keem's album. Bro, like, what are we talking about, bro? And I get you with Kendrick being the savior of the culture, but he only has that. He only puffs his chest up when the nigga from the north says something, because Joey Badass says something to him. Jay Electron says something to him.
Oh,
J.
see, now
Cole
you
responded to him,
lost me.
and I'm not
You
talking about
lost me. Now you lost me.
What are
what do
we
you mean lost me?
talking
And J.
about?
Cole responded to him, and I'm
Because
not even
if you
talking
up
about the
here,
minute lyrics.
if you up here, just like what I was trying to explain to Jawan about Nikki, when you up here, you don't diss or collaborate with these people down here, bro. You don't diss or collaborate with everybody that's down here because you up here. So Kendrick, he dropped Damn, went commercial, disappeared, dropped Mr. Morale, and then people didn't like that album, so he had to come back with something else. That's why he's saying that the peak was Damn, because Kendrick was pretty consistent for a while, and then he went away for a while, and then he came back, and now he had to restart shit with Drake
If
because of
Kendrick
people was talking
doesn't
about
stay away
morale.
for 5 years and he comes back sooner, Mr. Morale gets a better response.
But it's the
The
same
last few
thing with Carter
records,
4 and Carter 5. That long ass span with no Wayne, people got used to no
No,
Wayne.
no, no, no.
We didn't need you.
Carter four was not.
people got used to
It
No Wayne
wasn't a long
commercially, but
span
people who are
between the
really
Carter
tapped
three
into
and the
Wayne,
Carter four.
Wayne had hella releases
No, the
during
Carter
that
4 and
time.
the Carter 5.
Yeah, it was
That
a
was a
long
long
span
span
then.
between those two. That's what I'm saying.
Commercially, it was. But if you listen, if niggas were really locked in, Wayne dropped hella shit between the time of Carter
But
4 to
but
Carter
only
3.
your real fans is looking for everything that you
That's
put
no,
out.
that's what I'm saying. Commercially, people gonna say that.
Right.
But if you really core locked in, you gonna know.
You niggas got my mind baffled right now. You niggas are saying some crazy
So Five,
shit.
to answer your question, Five,
Y'all
Yeah.
niggas are
I
saying
will
some
say
crazy shit.
from the original, I will say Drake did take the bait from Kendrick. I feel like Drake just assumed that his longevity of being that guy was gonna overshadow the fact of Kendrick's core fans.
Oh, I
I
remember what
want
I
to
was about to
also,
say.
and I could be wrong to say this. I feel like, and this is my opinion. I feel like Drake almost. I don't want to say Drake tried to put Kendrick in the category of a Meek, because Meek and Kendrick are two totally different artists, and they're not. But the way he was provoking him to do it, like you
Mm.
said, the same formula that he was doing with Pusha and such and such. But when you have something to tap that ass, pause, it hit different. So I feel like once he got hit in the lip and he had to go sit in the corner, you had to be like, all right, shit. That's why you get the Heart Part 6. It's not.
Can't wait.
It's not.
I can't wait for years down the road when their egos are gone and we can actually hear their mindsets at
I
where they
can't
were
wait
during
to.
this
Yeah,
time.
I can't wait till Kendrick come out and say he felt upset that Drake. I can't wait till he do that. I can't
No,
wait.
he already said
You know
that.
how many old,
He said he
you know
wasn't
how many
going
old
to.
niggas were mad that about the Nas and Jay-Z when they finally I had
No,
OGs back home going crazy.
Kendrick said he was never going to respond until he put out that Tupac AI bullshit. He wasn't going to respond. So Drake
And
overdid it.
five,
He
like you said last
The
time,
drop and give me
I
50
felt
shit was
Taylor
ass.
made freestyle was so
no,
creative.
no, 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 no. It was not.
Drop
You
and give me
crazy,
50 was
man.
ass,
What did he
bro.
say?
No, it was not,
Yes, it
What did you
bro.
say?
was, bro.
What did he say?
Drop and
He's
give me
saying
50 was ass, bro.
he's saying push-ups was a weak diss track.
No, it
That shit
wasn't.
was ass,
Come
bro. That's
on,
why he didn't
man.
want to
No, it wasn't.
respond. That shit was
Okay,
trash.
no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't, bro. No,
Drop
it
and give
wasn't.
me
That's
50.
It was not
crazy.
Drop and
even.
give me. Bro, come
It
on,
was
man.
catchy. It was
Yeah, and
catchy.
it was
No,
It was
ass.
catchy.
he tried to do
It was
another back, but
ass.
niggas was not feeling that, bro.
And this is
Because
why
it's
we need
Kendrick.
to this
Kendrick
is why
and he are two different
we
artists.
need to revisit these songs, bro. We need to revisit these songs because where you was sitting from where you was sitting, Jawan, you was looking at it like, oh no, this shit about to be ass. But and my five was like, oh, this shit about to be fire. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting back as a fan, like, okay, let's see what happens.
Bro,
And
he.
five,
Let's
hold
see what
on.
happens.
Niggas.
Hold on, because this shit keeps getting skipped over. Five. It's no way Kendrick was looked at the underdog because Kendrick is the he's the
No,
lyricist.
I'm sorry. No, I misquoted. That was me. I was looking at my notes. I misquoted.
Okay.
So yeah, my bad. I
That
didn't mean
nigga
to say
is
that.
the lyricist in a rap beef. He will never be the underdog. Drake was definitely the
That's
underdog,
why I
and that's
said
why he had the most.
people keep saying
We,
he's the
This
underdog.
shit right here
Y'all
is bad.
niggas really don't fucking
No, that's
listen
what I'm
to
saying. I
Kendrick for
take that
real
back.
then.
I take
If
that back.
y'all
I
really
do.
think that, bro.
no, I don't think that. That's why I
No,
was.
I don't. I said I looked.
That's why I'm
No, I
bringing
read
it
my
up.
notes wrong. I was jumping ahead. I'm sorry. In that situation, Drake was definitely underdog because if we're going against a real lyricist, which
And
Kendrick
and
is,
another
and I'm
question.
not a fan. And I what's up?
But why would y'all place him as an underdog when you have them niggas like, okay, it's supposed to be him, Cole, and Drake, top three. None of them niggas is
This
underdogs, bro. All of
this
them
is
are
why
up there.
this is why
The
he's
reason I
pitted
did
as
that is
the
because my fault. I was going. The only reason I say that, which I had to get it correct, is because people think Kendrick is this out of this world lyricist and this is that and the third. And then when you get to Drake, the several years that we had no Kendrick, Drake is giving us bars, he's giving us good songs, but they're catching mainstream waves so quickly. So niggas forget how deep Drake could really get in his bag if he really rapped. Uppy Freestyle is a great diss, a great response to Pusha T. But when you
And
drop the bombshell that you're hiding a kid, niggas don't want to hear no other rap beef or none of that shit. Take care of your kid, bro.
but even to Odell's point, what he said earlier about artists and their growth in their music. If you listen to each Kendrick album, bro, all of them bitches sound different, bro. Every
yes,
last
I
one
agree.
of them.
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah, I agree.
And you look
I agree.
at Drake album. A
They
lot
all
of
sound the
Drake
same.
albums do not sound different,
No, they
bro.
don't all
They
sound the
sound
same.
the same. He
They
does
don't all
not
sound the
grow
same.
in his music like that, bro. And there's plenty of artists
No,
I can
they don't.
name,
They don't all
which
sound
is
the same.
like Jeezy. Jeezy been
But
the
the
same since how long?
but Jeezy ain't gotta change though. Jeezy ain't gotta
No, I'm not
Jeezy
change.
don't have
saying
to
no.
change.
Jeezy is Jeezy. We love Jeezy, nigga. Hey, you
Exactly.
know, we love it. But
Oh
I'm
yeah, yeah,
just
man.
saying,
But yeah,
if
yeah, we
T.I.,
love Jeezy. Come on now.
Gucci, anybody from the South, nigga, you
Ti,
ain't gotta change.
Gucci, Yeezy, they
Because
them.
the reason why they don't gotta change
But
is
to
we
say
don't
Drake,
expect
all Drake
more from
albums
them.
don't
That's why
stand up.
they
Yeah,
don't have to change because we don't expect more from them. And that's why they that Drake was the underdog because they don't expect Drake to be able to keep up with a Kendrick or Cole. Whenever you look
I
at them
don't think he
three,
was. I don't think it was an underdog at all. At
so
all.
if you looking at a list
no,
of
no,
Ken,
no, no, no.
I don't think it
Drake
was an
if you,
underdog at all, bro.
Drake won.
but hold on, wait. Let me ask you a question, Juwan.
Because as soon as
Hold on, Five. Let me ask Juwan a question. Juwan, if you take them
go ahead.
three, Kendrick, Cole, and Drake, them the top three, right?
Mhm.
Take hits and sales out.
Mhm.
Only look at lyrics. Where are you gonna put Drake at every single time?
Where I'm gonna put him at?
Every single time. Where
You
are you gonna
saying
put him
me
at?
or
He gonna be at
No,
the.
I'm talking to Juwan.
He gonna be at the bottom because I'm biased.
No, okay, but you not but you have the same mindset as everybody else. That is the popular opinion. That's why he's the underdog.
and
You're
I
in a
can,
rap beef. You got to think about it. You're in a rap
but
beef with
see,
somebody that is
you
considered to be
can't.
one of the
The
greatest.
reason I don't like this example because you excluding stuff. So we can't
But
exclude that. We can't
but
exclude
yes,
because
no,
his
you're in
hits,
a rap beef.
but his hits is what gave him his fans, bro.
You're in a rap beef though.
That's cool.
Who his fans?
His hits, like his number ones and all that shit.
But you're in a rap beef though.
But
So you gonna immediately go to the.
everybody knows. You just talked about popularity. Who's the bigger artist?
But that, Jawan, that shit don't matter.
What I'm getting at is it end up balancing it out. Okay, Kendrick is the better far as rapping and everything goes, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Drake got more fans and all that shit, and he's a more popular
Ain't no.
artist.
No, he's
Even
not.
though, yes, he is, bro. You
He
sound
is not.
crazy. How is he
He
not
is
the
not.
popular
Wait,
He
artist?
is not
Now
more
you
popular.
got me
He's not.
defending Drake. Drake is the
He
more
is not.
popular artist, bro. What are
He
we
is not
talking
more
about?
popular than Kendrick Lamar.
Yes, he is, bro. Respectfully.
No.
Respectfully.
No, he's
So
not.
we know Kendrick raps better, but then you got Drake, who's a bigger star, which still kind of balance it out. Even though
Okay.
when it comes to rap level, niggas is not on the same. Would you say Meek rap better than motherfucking Drake?
Yeah.
But
No,
what
but
happened?
it's kind of similar. It's kind of similar. It's kind of the same. They on the same kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
but
no.
the popularity of Drake was so high compared to Meek.
Yes.
Even though Meek at the time was
Yes.
he's a better rapper,
And
but
hold on,
Drake's
Right.
I
popularity
will
was
sit here,
up
Jawan.
here.
I was gonna save this, Jawan. I was gonna save this for when we talked about the albums after. And this is too late. But 2015 through 2016ish, maybe 17, Drake's superpowers were at an all-time high. So like, because that's the absence of Kendrick. There's nothing really going on hip hop commercially wise except for Drake at that time.
No, cause when did To Pimp a Butterfly come out? What was that? 15?
I can't
2015.
tell you.
2015. 2015. Dropped 2015. He won. He swept the Grammys. 2015. Some people would say that was Kendrick's peak. I don't say that.
Did his notes. He got
I
his
say,
notes.
I got all I got all my shit. I will say
We
that.
just said
only
the
reason
same
can
thing.
see
I ain't
why
even
people
got
would
notes.
say Kendrick's peak was To Pimp a Butterfly because of the Grammys. Because there's still some people out there that think the Grammys matter. That's another conversation for a different type of time.
Didn't he just clean up just now
My
too?
only issue with
He did.
You said what?
Yes, he did.
So that's why I asked, how could his peak be that when
What
right
did
now
you
he's?
just say?
I said, didn't he
Peak.
just clean up for awards
His
just now?
peak. No, because this is why this
Yeah,
is
he
your.
did it
Do you know
again.
what peak? Do you know what a peak means? Do you know what the
That's what I'm
peak
saying.
means?
That does not mean that that's your peak, bro. No. The only reason Kendrick got all those awards this year is because of Not Like Us. I don't give a fuck what nobody else says.
It's because of
This
Drake.
nigga does not drop.
It's because of Drake.
Thank you.
Fuck just because of
Thank
Not
you.
Like Us. It's because of
Because if
Drake.
you
But I
really
literally
digest-
just said
you really
Drake and
digest-
him shook up the world for a whole year.
Yes, but his peak
If
is
you
this.
digest
You going up,
the
up,
awards-
and you go down, and then you can come back up. You can always come back up.
Okay, he
but
came.
when you go,
He came back up and he's higher than what he was then. So that means his peak is no longer where he dropped off at then because he's up here now.
Oh,
no,
Kendrick's
that's not how it
Kendrick's
works.
highest-
That's
How
not
is
how
that-
it works.
Kendrick.
His peak
Mount
now is
Everest
higher than what
in
it was in
2017.
2015.
That's not how it works,
Oh, wait,
bro. That's not how it
Go to my
works.
notes. Let me go
It's
to my
when-
notes. Let me go to my notes.
It's when you go.
It's crazy.
It's when you go on your first run. That's your peak. When you get to your peak, it's your
Kendrick's
first run.
That don't. What?
Kendrick's peak got to the top of the Mount Everest April 14th, 2017. He released Damn.
Yes, bro. I'm telling you.
That was his peak. I don't care what you. I don't.
No,
care what you
I'm
say, I
saying
don't
what
care
he
the
just
Key
said.
Hot say.
What he just said was 2015 when he dropped To Pimp a Butterfly.
Yes.
No, some people. Some people will say
in his
that. Some people
opinion
will say
is when he dropped Damn. In my
No,
opinion,
yeah, it's when he
in
dropped
my
Dangerous.
opinion,
When he dropped
it's
Dangerous.
right now because he's
No,
way
it's not.
bigger, he's way higher than what he was a couple years back.
But
He
you
just
can't
shook up the
judge
whole world. How we can't judge it?
because it's when you first
Okay,
go. It's all based off of your first
it's your
run.
first. It's your
This is
first
your
run. Your
this is
first
his
run.
second run. This is your first run. He thought this is his
He's high.
second run.
Okay, so he's higher on his second run.
He got back hot. That his peak was back then.
No, the only way Kendrick can get back to peak in this go round, he has to drop a complete different project, not surrounded about rap beat. He has to get
Y'all
another
niggas
peak.
is
And
killing
your
me.
standard, Jawan, he has to. Because on his trajectory, people were shitting on To Pimp a Butterfly. They said it was boring. They said this nigga don't want to talk about.
Okay, and he
But I
came
really
back with
love To Pimp a Butterfly.
damn.
And he came back
They
with Damn.
no, but they never
Niggas
no
say-
no. They did not say that To Pimp a Butterfly was boring, bruh. They said that
Nah,
it
some
didn't
people
have no.
did say that.
They said it
Some
was
people-
good. They said it was
Some
Some
great.
people
To Pimp a Butterfly
said
was
it. They said
boring.
it was a hard. They said it was a hard lesson.
From
Like,
what
some
I
people
remember,
definitely said that.
From what I remember, they were saying it was a great album. It just didn't have replay value, but it was a solid album. Like it was a great album, but you're not going back to just turn it on and listen to.
But I don't understand how can y'all just say that's his peak when he's higher than he ever been before? That still doesn't make sense, bro. He's way higher than he ever been. He just
You
swept.
think so?
Yes, bro. Literally, niggas is playing this fucking diss track for a whole year straight, and then it got him to the Super Bowl. What are we talking about? How could 2017 or 2015 be his peak? That don't make sense, bro.
It does
You know
because
how it was his fucking peak?
oh Lord,
He just popped back
nigga
in
left.
like that. It's
The
crazy.
nigga left for 5 years. Your so-called rap savior left y'all niggas for 5 years.
no, I'm
and if we
saying
go by the numbers, don't want to talk about the numbers, but they matter, Jawan. Go back statistically and look at at Damn. It's his highest commercial selling album.
but
That is
even
his peak.
but even
that's
if
cool.
right now he has no, you have nothing to base the peak off of. You only have this. You don't have this. This can't be a peak.
You only have Not Like Us, and Not Like Us is at where my
It's
5
all you
is.
got.
So you saying
all you
because
got.
he's up here, he's still kind of going up and haven't
Yes.
dropped down yet.
Exactly.
It ain't a peak.
Yes.
That's what a
So
peak
all right,
means.
all right. Look. So when it stops and he drops, right?
Yes.
Then what? This would be his highest, right?
No, this was his. This was his comeback. This was his comeback. This was his reintroduction. This is his comeback.
No,
That's his comeback tour.
because you just didn't make sense right now, bro.
Yes.
If I just sat here, right? Okay, you said his
Yes.
peak was back then, right? And he's
Yes.
higher right now, right? But it's just not
Yes.
counted as a peak because he haven't started falling.
Right.
So when he start falling,
Yes.
right now will be his peak then.
No, but you taking out the first part that I said. It's when you first start. It's when you first go.
When he's finished with this tour and he go away for 3, 4, 5 years, then we could judge this other.
This
peak.
ain't y'all.
Hold on,
ain't
Five.
Y'all ain't
Think
making
about
no
it. Think about it.
sense, my nigga.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Carter 4 was a good album, right?
Yeah.
It's still sold, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So here we go. Carter 1, Carter 2, Carter 3, a little fall off. Carter 4, Carter 5,
Hold on.
What?
Stop.
Huh?
Carter
Hold on,
6.
Hold on.
You get what I'm saying?
That little curve you did for Carter 3 was kind of crazy.
You
Go back.
formulating
Go
hit.
back.
That's
Carter 1,
you go.
Carter
You
2,
going.
Carter 3.
You
Look at
going.
me. Carter 4. There we go. Hey,
You
yeah,
see
that
it?
down was crazy. That was insane. But let's give it a Carter 4.
But y'all
right
not
here.
making sense,
Carter
bro.
5 got a little bit, and then Carter 6 is somewhere.
Y'all not making sense, bro. Because
making perfect
your
sense.
peak could be where you was
Making sense
the
to me?
highest at, bro.
Right, your first run, bro. He could do
Why
it a
we
million
keep
more
saying
times.
first run? Because right now, so we just ending people careers because they stop.
He did
Let
stop.
me go to my note. Let me go to my
He
notes.
sto-
Let me go to my
he
notes.
stopped at Mr. Morale. The Mr.
No,
Morale
he
is what
didn't.
cut his legs from underneath him.
Oh my god, man, y'all niggas is
People
crazy.
listen people listened to that album and was like, this ain't it. There it is. That's it. It's over.
So let me
And
get
and then he needed
so the
the
peak.
boy. He
Which
needed the
I'm
boy to
asking.
get
So
him
the
back
peak
hot.
is. I'm asking. So the peak is over when the run stopped.
I have my
Yes,
notes.
your
Hold
first
on. I
run.
have my
Okay,
That's your
notes
so
right
peak.
here.
when? Okay, so when did Drake peak? Where is his peak at?
No, hold on.
No, that's a
We're not
question.
gonna fall for that yet
Because
because we're still
I'm
talking about
asking.
Views.
no,
I'm
no.
asking.
Views.
Is that
Views is where he peaked.
you want to know why
Views
that
is
don't
where
make
Drake peaked.
sense? Wait. You want to know why that don't make sense? Because Drake
Why?
right now is still on a fucking run.
It don't matter. It don't matter. He's stagnant now. He's stagnant or
Hold on.
going down. He has not. He does not. He don't get no higher than views. He
But
did a million. He did a
he's
million in
still,
his
but he's
first
still on
week.
the run, right?
No,
Hold on. I have my notes written down here.
Jesus
Juwan,
Christ.
this is why damn. This is why damn was Kendrick's peak. Damn debuted at #1 on Billboard 200 at 603,000 album equivalent units. He sold 353 copies in his first week and continued to sell. The album accumulated over 340 million streams in its first fucking week.
That's what's up.
It topped Billboard multiple weeks in Canada. Shout out to boy.
Ain't
It's triple
GNX,
fucking platinum.
ain't GNX topping that shit for
Damn
weeks
even
too?
won. Damn won 5 Grammys and the Pelsner Peace. I'm sorry. I'm hoping I'm saying that
But
right. Pelsner Prize for Music Award.
GNX does not
This
do good
album,
without a song that's not even on
not
the
like us.
album.
That song definitely
GNX
not
does
on the
not
album.
do good that's with a song that's
Thank
not
you.
even on the album.
Oh,
Still
no, say the
doing good,
song.
ain't it?
GNX don't do good unless without Not Like Us. If
And
you
not
don't
like
drop like
us
Not
Not
like
have
Like
us
been
is not on the album, bro.
not like
I
No,
know
I
it's not
get
on
us.
the
what you
album.
saying though. I get what you saying. If he wouldn't have had this song, you feel like GNX wouldn't have did good.
Right. So this is all
Yes.
because of Drake. He's only on this run because of Drake. Thank you, Drake. Thank you.
You niggas
Thank you,
is
Aubrey.
crazy.
Thank you again for feeding these niggas. Thank you again.
What is wrong with you niggas?
Like I
Niggas
don't
really
understand
be.
what are we really talking about?
You niggas is
The kid
crazy.
just
Y'all
gonna
niggas
go
really that
away.
delusional?
He's just gonna go after he's done with this
It
tour.
has nothing to do with
He's gonna
delusion,
go
bro.
away. He's gonna go away, and then he's gonna come back when Drake say something slick again, and he's gonna make another diss. Like it's the same thing. No one in hip hop, no
I
one in
don't
hip
think
hop has done what Drake has done.
I don't think Kendrick responds to Drake ever again. He don't need to. He don't have to. He
It wouldn't
won.
be no point,
I
bro. He
agree with you.
already
I
smacked
agree
him
with you. He don't
around.
need
It
to.
wouldn't be a point.
He has proven he's the number one. He's proven he's number one. He don't have to say anything else to Drake.
Now, how long Kendrick holds it is another question for another day. And I ain't gonna lie, for all the K bots that's gonna be tuning in and watching, I just want to see a follow up to GNX. I want to see it. I don't
So
want no
so
rollout about this. I want to see it.
Man, turn this
so
TV
five.
off.
So look, this is it. This is it. Kendrick won the belt at WrestleMania, number 17, and now he's taking the ball and he's going home with it. Drake can be number two. He can be the number two champion and hold that.
I mean that bro. However whatever scenario you want to put it at is fine, bro. But only real music gonna last. All that other bullshit is here today, gone tomorrow.
Hey, this nigga go.
So I mean, that's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. So many niggas have responded to Kendrick when he was doing these disses and stuff. And throughout from 2014 up until now, so many subliminal jabs from Kendrick, from Drake, so long. It was bound to fucking blow up.
And look what happened.
So I'm here for good music. I'm here from good music.
Look what happened.
And I'm also here for follow-ups. You drop GNX. GNX
Look what
is great.
happened.
But I need something else. I need something else. Because if you go away,
Oh, you
2,
fiending. You want
3,
some more.
4
You want some
years,
more Kendrick now.
No.
He fiending.
No, I
He
just
want
want
some
to see.
more
Wait.
Kendrick.
No, I
K.
want
Dot
He
to
want to see
Conquer
the
see
nigga
Kenny.
fail. He want to see the
No, I
nigga
don't want to
fail.
see him fail. I don't want to see him fail. I want to see if we're gonna put it in a wrestling term. I want to see if he can carry the company. I want to see if we give you these obstacles that give you these giants and these greats, and you put them in the ring with. I want to see if you could tell better stories than a Roman.
Listen,
I want to see if you could tell better
academics,
stories than with a Cena.
Academic said it best. And five, I love. Oh, I love him. Five, I love that,
Oh, hold
bro.
on, man. You in the blender?
Wait, what'd you say?
I love that motherfucker. I love that reference right there. That's it.
What reference?
That's it. I ain't got nothing to
What
say
reference?
else.
I don't know
It,
what was
uh,
said. What was said? I
So
missed it.
basically, he's saying because when Roman was about to lose the belt at WrestleMania, he said even if Cody wins, y'all gonna be begging for me back. Y'all gonna be begging for me, and that happened. Cody won the belt, and niggas was like, oh, this shit ain't the same without Roman. We want Roman back.
Where's
So
Roman at?
so Drake, so see that's what I'm saying. Like Drake, he has the opportunity to
You
come
wanna know
back, but
why
he's
I
he's
can't
not
Say
moving
it
stand?
right.
again.
You know what?
Say
You
it
know why I
again.
can't stand you niggas right now?
What?
Because y'all giving, respectfully, y'all giving Drake all this credit. Like this ain't the second
Because
time. Wait. This ain't the second time Kendrick done this shit.
You want me to crash out? No.
wait, why is it the second time that he's
Because
done it? How is it the second
he
time?
shook up hip hop when he did Control, got everybody rapping the fucking again, and now he just did it again.
What's your point?
If you really want to be, if
Y'all
How
you
many
really
giving
want to
times?
be,
y'all
and this
sitting
is
here
my thing.
giving Drake all
Hold on,
these praises. Ooh, I
hold
can't
on.
wait till he
If you
come
really
back.
want to
Oh,
be,
what?
So
Nigga,
you do it
Kendrick
once.
been doing this shit, bro.
You do it once or twice, and you the greatest of all time. Drake been doing it his entire
I never
career.
said he was the greatest of all time, cause I go to M for me.
Oh my goodness!
But y'all sit here acting like this ain't like, bro. Stop acting like he don't bring that energy, cause he fucking do.
And
okay,
that
so
and that
you know
He
what it
just
really,
showed
you know
y'all
what's a really hot take?
niggas want to say, wait, hold on, fire, cause you want to sit here and be like, oh, now he gotta
mm,
give me a follow up. He gotta do a follow up. No, nigga, he proved this point. He smacked around the greatest motherfucker, right? This is y'all goat, right? And he just smacked the
John
shit out
Cena's been
this
on
nigga.
top. John Cena
So
was
what are
on
we
top
talking
for
about?
15 plus
Y'all
fucking
gonna
years.
stop disrespecting K Dot. I don't give a
John
fuck
Cena
about
was
these
on top for
wrestling
15 plus
references.
fucking years.
We don't
When
care
Roman
about
got
none of that.
here,
Right now, we
oh,
talking
my
about
niggas don't
hip
want to hear
hop,
that.
my
They don't want
nigga.
to hear that. That's crazy.
We talking about hip
Crazy.
hop, my nigga, and he smacked this nigga around, and y'all
Okay,
ain't
okay, cool.
satisfied.
Hold on.
You sit
Hold
here
on.
talking about he got.
Hold
Oh
on.
no,
If
now
we
I
talk,
gotta wait for another
so
album because he got to do it with another album.
I
No, he
do.
don't.
I do.
He
Because
don't.
I need a different
He
rollout.
don't gotta
I need a
do it.
different rollout.
He don't gotta do.
Because
It
there's
don't
no
matter
beef.
what the
There's
rollout
no
was,
nothing.
nigga. It
Now
don't
he don't have to
matter.
do it. Now he don't have to
Drake,
It
do it.
don't
if Drake
matter
Now
what
don't,
the
he
if
don't have to
rollout
Drake,
do it.
was.
if Drake don't
Now he
come
don't
back,
have to do it. Trey.
if Drake don't come back, if Drake don't come back, never puts out another album, and we just waiting for, we just gonna what's next for music?
I mean, we already know. I mean, y'all don't listen to who all I listen to. So these ain't even the niggas I give a fuck about all the time like that. Yes, I listen to Kendrick, that's my nigga. But there's other
Oh,
artists
it's
I
super
listen
fluid
to,
now,
bro.
nigga. Oh, I'm on your
But
ass now,
it
nigga.
only matters. It only the
And no,
popular opinion only
it
matters.
only matters to the popular motherfuckers. I listen to a lot of
Yeah,
niggas. So
but
that shit. So y'all feel like,
that's all that's gonna
and
be our
I
audience.
get it. Niggas be like,
We
oh,
not
since the
talking about
biggest
you.
artists ain't dropping, hey man, I got other underground
We
artists I
not
listen
talking
to. I
about
don't
that.
give a fuck.
What we talking
Them
about is
niggas be
Kendrick
talking.
Lamar. That's what we're talking about. So what I'm saying to you is, Jawan, Kendrick Not Like Us was a slobber knocker. GNX was a good go home to. But I'm gonna need something else. I'm gonna need something else.
This
I
nigga
need to
sound
see you
like
can
he
carry the
shooting one of
ball
his
like my
wrestling
boy did. I
promos.
need to.
Hold on.
I need to. Cause you know
Listen
Roman.
here,
Cause you know
brother.
Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns. He picked up that ball and he rolled with it. He fumbled and then rolled with it
Now
again.
it sound like you going to Kevin Hart mode.
No. You want me to crash out, but I'm not doing that. No. I'm speaking facts. All I'm saying is, bro, I need to see something else. But we're gonna have the same
You
conversation
know,
next 2016.
this
We're gonna
is
have 2026.
this shit
And
gonna
we
make
gonna
y'all niggas
see.
gonna make me
We're gonna
tight.
see, bro.
Y'all niggas gonna make me tight, bro.
Well, you better get tight like a yeast infection, my
Y'all
nigga.
niggas about to
Because
make
it's
me
getting
tight,
tight.
bro. Cause y'all saying
It's
some
getting tight.
bullshit today, bro.
That's crazy.
Oh,
Y'all saying
I don't know,
bullshit.
five. It makes sense to me, five.
It makes sense to me too.
Y'all saying bullshit, bro.
Because
Be not saying if
because
you want me to say on wax that Drake lost, I can say that Drake lost.
because
But
because
no, I say but.
because if
I
Kendrick
can
is
say Drake lost.
if Kendrick is just a blip on the radar, I mean, then what was the point? If Drake just come right back
You
and
know
take his
why?
spot in the
But you
same What was the point?
The reason I don't like what
I mean, he
Five
did
is
go number
saying,
one. So.
with the reason I don't like what Five is saying, because he up here like, oh, we got to get another album, bro. The nigga already gave you good albums. So what if, all right, let's say, what if his next album don't slap that much because he take it a whole different Kendrick. Let's say it don't slap that much because he take his album a whole different direction. Then what?
You know why it's not
proof
going to
that,
slap?
Wait,
it's proof that he needed Drake.
You
It's
know why
proof
it's not
that
going
he
to slap?
needed Drake.
So
Because
what y'all saying
Drake
is
can't beat him.
what y'all saying is he needed Drake to sell
It's proof that he needed Drake.
when he already
Yeah.
done that.
But he didn't do it for Mr. He didn't do it the last time.
But look, this is
You're only
but
as
this
good
is
as your
what
last
this is
match.
what
I mean, not
but
match.
this is what
You're
y'all
only as
this is
good
why
as
it's
your
killing
last
me, bro.
follow-up.
Because y'all sitting here talking about
No, Dewan, because you're not trying to understand. You're only as good as your last follow-up. G and Next was a great follow-up from Mr. Morale. I'm not listening to that. Not in the car. The hoes don't want to hear no Mr. Morale. They ready to put on G and X. So that's fine. But you're only as good as your follow-up. So G and X was a great follow-up to Mr. Morale. I need something else. If you're gonna be that guy, I've been listening to Drake since I was in high. I've been listening to Drake since I was in 8th fucking grade. And from 8th grade, that was 07. He's been that guy. So I need Kendrick for the K-Box to be that guy. I need that.
Kendrick been that guy a few times already.
Well, I need to see it. I need to see it. And I'm looking at you because you right here on the screen. I need to see it.
Kendrick already been that guy a few times.
Oh, he's an off and oner though.
Does that
they didn't even put
at that point? Does it really matter?
It does because they wasn't even putting him.
If we say that Drake got off and on albums, bro. What are we talking about?
But he consistent though. It's consistency.
Consistency. That's
bro,
what
that's
it takes
because
to be the guy.
that's because where are y'all missing it at? It don't matter what this nigga do.
No, because I agree with J. Cole.
Get them type of numbers, bro. It's Drake.
I agree with J. Cole. When J. Cole said that nigga, okay, you done put out this little bit of this little bit of work. It's just like
4
the
albums
Tupac.
in 12 years.
Hold on, it's just like the Tupac and Biggie thing. When people say we didn't get enough music for them to rate them as the best of this or the best of that.
They didn't say that for Tupac. Tupac dropped hella music.
He did not drop enough for you to say that.
What the fuck is you talking about?
Oh, to say that he the guy? To say that he the guy?
What the fuck are we
talking
about?
It off of their two. Hold on. Hold on.
Wasn't in the chair.
Hold on.
No, what the fuck is he talking about?
I feel you, Juwan. I feel you, Juwan. Chill out.
The music.
This nigga Tupac, after he died, still was dropping albums. What the fuck are we talking about?
That shit. But when did he blow up? What did he blow up off of?
Nigga died.
All eyes on me.
What did he blow up off of?
He died.
All eyes on me.
It don't matter. What did he blow up on?
All eyes on me.
What was the follow-up?
Machiavelli.
What was the follow-up?
Machiavelli.
Thank you.
7 Days. Illuminati.
What that
we
mean?
had 2 albums because the one before that the one before that, what was it? Fuck the World. Nobody was clamoring over it. It's just like Nipsey Hussle, bro. Nobody was saying shit about the nigga till he died.
You talking about All Eyes on Me? Oh, Me Against the World is a classic. Me Against the World by Pac is a classic.
Tupacalypse was nice too, though.
Yes, but I'm saying these did not. Though. Yeah, they could be good albums, but they did go.
Get it to your point. Okay, fine.
No, he's saying.
That's what I'm saying.
So you saying around that time?
Yeah, yes.
You talk so around that time period, he had dropped what? At that point, it was only like 3 albums, right?
But just like they said, we did not get enough music for Biggie and Pac to really put them in because they never had a chance to do this. They never had a chance.
At that time, before he died, we didn't get enough music. But right after that, it was still albums dropping.
Posthumous albums? You really counting posthumous albums?
Why wouldn't you count?
Compare 2 dead guys to say they're the greatest?
Because that's not their music. That's somebody that done went and edited and changed it to give you something that you think that they wanted.
What are you talking about? Niggas got edits anyway. It's called a producer.
But you're not behind the music. You're not saying yes or no to the music. Bro, listen, okay.
What the fuck?
XXX
Oh
Tentacion is
damn!
one of
What
my
the fuck
favorite.
are you talking
Hold
about?
on.
What you
I'm
think a
about to tell
producer
you.
is?
I'm
They
about to tell
editing
you.
shit.
Listen. XXX Tentacion is one of my favorite artists of all time. He put out them 2 albums, and then they put out posthumous albums. You get what I'm saying?
Them are still
Them so
albums. No
I
matter
hear what
how,
you're
no
saying,
matter how it
but
was
them
mixed and put
songs. If you
together.
let me finish, you gonna let
Come
me
on, man.
finish?
Go
You
ahead,
let me
cause you
finish?
about to say some nonsense. You've been saying some nonsense now.
Them songs are unfinished. They're unfinished verses, unfinished tracks. There's things that you already know that this dude would not have put out.
That is a
They would
lie.
not let go.
Liquor joint more than weed.
Cause ain't he one of the art? If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but ain't he one of the
You are
people? He
wrong.
said he makes short songs on purpose.
Yes.
You
Then
are
what the
right.
fuck are we talking about? He was
Can,
doing it on purpose. He was making short songs. So if you sit here and be like, "Oh, he had unfinished shit," at that point, all his songs was unfinished, nigga.
no, because you could tell that the verse, I mean the
You can tell
vocals
it's
that
different, bro.
the vocals that he put out did not match the
Yeah.
features that they put on the album. He would have never
On the
had Rick
beat, bro.
Ross. He would have never had Rick Ross
Never.
on his fucking album. He would have never
Maybe
had.
they
Never.
did. Maybe they did that to complete their songs because he wasn't
He would
completing
have.
songs anyway.
The songs were not finished. They were unfinished tracks.
He was
It was
lit,
unfinished tracks,
but
bro.
he was literally doing unfinished tracks on purpose.
No, he was not.
He
No,
said
he
it.
wasn't. He was
He
okay.
was
He
literally
said
making very short songs on purpose. He said it.
yes. He said that he was putting out shorter music to make people want more. That was hit that and his shit was working. He was about to start putting out shorter music.
So wouldn't that shit make it seem like it's unfinished?
No, it's not unfinished if you're doing
So
it
you
on
tell me
purpose.
a 30-second song, a minute song. This the type of songs he was dropping sometimes.
So listen, when they dropped Skins for X, his album started with a robot's voice. That's not something that X would have done. X would have did his own whatever what is the word
We
that he did.
you know why we can't say that though? Because we don't
Yes.
we can't say that because we really don't know what direction he was going to take anyway because he
Yes,
passed. Because he
I
got
hear what
killed.
you said.
Just like with
Exactly.
Tupac and them, we really don't know what direction. But at the end of the day, it was verses that was recorded, that
Hmm.
was going to be the engineer and the producer was going to mix and master and put them songs
Hmm.
together
Hmm.
to put out
Okay,
an
I got
album.
you. I'm about to hit you with it. You ready? So
Go ahead,
so
my dog. Go ahead, five.
so on Eminem's last album, he took beats from old songs that he never put out. He took the verses off and changed the entire songs. This is
Okay.
what artists do. They have hundreds and hundreds of songs that don't want to come out. But because X was signed $1 million deal from
Hmm.
these people, they have to recuperate that money. They
Right,
have to
right,
get it back. So they're gonna put out whatever they can, however they can, to
right,
make the
right.
money back.
Right.
Right,
And
right, right.
and they did what? They
They
made
did
it.
the
They
same thing
made
for
it
Tupac.
into. They made it into an album.
They made it into an album. They made it
Right.
some for something to sell. So
So it's.
therefore,
So you
did the
saying
same
that?
thing for
So
Tupac.
is it his
They did the
album
same
or
thing
not?
for Tupac. They did the same thing for
I'm
Tupac. They did
asking.
the same.
Is it his album or not?
It's called a posthumous album. His album in parentheses is his album.
So it's still his album, right?
And the
He's
last
the name
album,
that he's the name that on the
that's
marketing
it.
for it to sell.
That's it. That's it.
But that's still his
It's false
album.
advertising. It's false advertising
How was that false advertising?
because they
It's
Because if
said
his.
you're a
It's
real
still
pop
his.
fan, you
It's
can't say
still.
all of those
It's
tracks are
still
pop.
his
Because if whoever
goddamn
was listening
music.
to pop, so hold on, we got to think about it. When Pac
I,
was doing his thing, I'm thinking from a mindset from early 20s around when Pac was really that guy. The older guy, the older generation, they listen to the pop, the the albums after he passed. Some of those will say that those aren't real Pac songs because Pac would have delivered it this way. Pac would have Pac would have said this bar this way. There's a page I follow on
what are
Instagram
they
that
talk?
shows
It's
Pac
recorded by
in the
Pac
studio
though.
recording songs and
oh, it's
everything. And
not.
when you
It's
go back,
not.
when you go what?
What do you
Go ahead,
mean
Five.
it's
Keep
not?
going.
It's
When
recorded
you
by
go
Pac.
back,
These are
hold on.
Pac
When you
verses.
listen to when you go to All Eyes on Me, and then when you listen to Machiavelli, bro, you can tell that he wrote those, and you can tell that those are recorded in the time period when he was still alive. But if you listen to the ones after, like a Tupacalypse, not Tupacalypse, but if you listen to what's the one? Oh my goodness, fuck.
So on Joyner Lucas's album, he had a DMX feature. That was just a bought verse from a song that X already had, and again, they need to make money, so they
You said that was Joyner Lucas. What you talking about?
When you go
on Joyner Lucas's
to
last album, he had the DMX track. When you listen to that song,
he said this or something.
Yes,
But he also had a song with DMX that he recorded too, though.
No, I hear what you're saying, but if you listen to the song, DMX is talking about God. Joyner ain't talking about nothing that X is talking about. That the songs, it don't line up. The verses don't match. They don't line up.
What's your point?
And that's why
so
when you go back and listen to when you go back and listen to these when you go back and listen to these Tupac verses, you can see and you can tell that the beats, the verses, the choruses, they don't match. This was never a real song. It's like some shit that AI made. It's like some shit that AI could make.
After Are You Still Down, which dropped in '97, that was Pac's first album after he passed. Are You Still Down? I can say, because I listened to that album, with Joy of that album was definitely recorded and it sound like Pac. But when you go to Until the End of Time, Still I Rise, Loyal to the Game, no, that's not Pac. That's not.
So who is it?
Not Pac. AI, nigga.
Around that time?
Yep.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Yep. Alien's been around longer than all of us combined alive.
Hey, this nigga about to start some bullshit.
Oh, I'm not.
You niggas sound crazy right now.
Hey, bruh. I'm thinking this right now. We need to all chip in for a studio. We just need to go global with this shit, bro. Because this shit right here is gold. This right here is gas. This is gas. I'm loving it. I'm fucking loving it, y'all. I wish this was the chat, cause the chat, boy.
Y'all niggas is really sitting here talking about them, man. I guess, however y'all want to do it, I guess.
Their albums, they're just in parentheses. They're in quotation marks. Like, bro, they're not really the album. They're not really his album.
That's like saying Life After Death ain't the album either.
No.
It's not the album.
See, but we're talking about after.
So hold on.
He died. Biggie got killed. The album came out after he got killed, so that's not really Biggie.
Being recorded. Life After Death was being recorded.
Okay, them other verses that Pac were doing, they said he had recorded a bunch of shit, a bunch of verses.
Who's to say that they would have went on there?
No matter how they put it together or whatever. The producer did.
If a Pac album
they collected the verses. They put them out. They made songs. They gave you an album. Wayne don't even know when the fuck his shit be. He don't even know how his shit even get ordered.
All right, Jawan. No, Jawan. I'm sick of this.
He don't even know how his shit get ordered.
I'm sick of your shit, bro.
Look, now he's sick. I'm sick of No, because y'all sitting here on some bullshit, bro. We just sat here talking about how they was changing beats on niggas' album, but now niggas can't put niggas' verses on different beats.
Juwan,
and make an album
to Loyal to the Game. You can't listen to Loyal to the Game by Pac and say
when that produced by Eminem
and compare that to Machiavelli, bro.
That was produced by Eminem, I think. That was produced by Eminem.
What? Are You Still Down?
No.
Are you
loyal to the Game? The album, Loyal to the Game. I think that's what it called. I think that was the album. He on the front and he got like all white on or some shit like that. That was produced by M. And M being the hip hop head that he is, I don't think he would ever disrespect Pac by putting together some shit that ain't Pac fucking verses.
Eminem's not Pac though. He's not Pac. At the end of the day, he's not Pac.
But you think he's gonna disrespect Pac like that?
It don't matter. It's not
That's
Pac.
rap like Pac.
It's not the actual
That's Pac.
artist putting out the damn album. It's not the actual artist doing it. I'm sorry.
Man, what we doing, man?
Nah,
These niggas
Pac.
tripping, man.
So if you want to
These
go out of
niggas
hip hop,
tripping, man.
now you want to cut the
Somebody,
camera on.
please,
Now you want to cut.
somebody come get these niggas. They saying some dumb shit,
If
man.
we take it from rap, if we go with Michael Jackson, bro. Michael Jackson, they said some of his songs in 2014 when he dropped was some songs that he had pre-recorded and stuff like that. When you listen to those albums, when you listen to that album, some of those songs
Didn't they say Pac
you can say
pre-recorded a lot of that
that
shit?
was Mike. But when you go, hold on. Some of those songs are. But when you listen through the whole project, you know damn well that is either an old scratch. Come on, bro.
And five, hey Jawan, the album that he's talking about, there has since been songs removed because there's proof and evidence that them verses are not really Michael
Oh,
Jackson
what?
on the
Oh, you
motherfucking
talking about
song.
Michael Jackson? We was talking about Pac.
We talk about dead niggas
No,
in
no,
general.
hold on.
We talking about
I'm
Pac.
just saying in general. In general.
Pac and Big.
Now we talking about in general.
Basically, Pac and Big didn't do. If they can say that Pac and Big didn't do enough, then that's where I'm going from. When J. Cole saying that he was right, that Kendrick, he ain't really. It's easy to do what you do because you don't put out enough to lose. You just win. That's it.
Facts.
So basically the same shit
When
that
you
Jay
eat in
kind of said to
portions,
Nas.
you never be hungry.
I wasn't in music at the time, so I can't
Oh,
tell you about Jay-Z and Nas, and I don't
Yeah, that was
like
before my time.
Nas or Jay-Z, so I can't help y'all.
That was before my time. Jay-Z was never rapper of the year throughout his whole career. We could talk about that too, but that's a whole
I feel like Jay-Z is the most overrated rapper of all time.
I don't say he's overrated. I think he's overhyped. Jay-Z is overhyped. He's not overrated. He's overhyped. I love overhyped. Because
niggas
out
is
of all
tripping. Black
Jay-Z's
Album was
career,
fucking crazy.
he's not overrated, bro. He's not overrated. Five. Jay-Z is overhyped.
Anything that
Because if
Jay-Z
we
put
go
out,
through,
it's just like Kendrick. It's God like. He
no,
done it's just
That ain't. I
ridiculous.
wouldn't say
I'm
that's
agreeing
true.
with you.
I
I'm
wouldn't say
agreeing
that's
with
true.
you. But what I'm saying is though, Five, when
I don't know
Jay-Z
if
dropped,
niggas was
niggas
saying
be
about
thinking that
Kingdom Come
it's
about
Jesus.
that.
Oh my God, Hov done dropped. He done gave us his Bible. And he don't really be talking about nothing.
The last song that he was on with Wayne, that verse that Wayne put on that motherfucking song was, oh my
Smoked
Talking
him.
about
goodness.
God did.
Smoked him.
Was that the last one?
Yeah,
God
Smoked
did.
him.
yeah,
Yes.
and niggas
Smoked
act
him.
like Jay-Z put out that long, boring ass verse that this nigga was talking some
Smoked him.
shit. Nigga didn't say
Wayne
nothing the
smoked him.
entire time.
Wayne smoked him.
Oh, I can
Look at
never,
this. Look at this.
I can never be for Meek. I got that nigga out of jail.
Smoked
What the
him.
fuck?
Nobody want to hear about that. Why don't you go back to talk about when you got slapped up in the elevator? Let's go talk about that. Now let me stop.
Oh my
Sorry, Rock
goodness.
Nation. Let me chill, Rock Nation. My bad, Rock. I'm sorry, Rock Nation. My bad.
Y'all niggas on
My
here
bad.
saying
My
some
bad.
bullshit today, bro. What's happening?
It's not like we talking. It's not like we talking real, Five. I'm just
Y'all
saying, man.
not talking real, bro. Y'all niggas is.
Y'all let me know when y'all want to go to the Drake albums because I'm ready for that too. I got time today.
Yeah,
I'm not in that because I can't tell you.
let's go to something cause y'all niggas don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
Hold on, before we leave this topic. Before we leave this topic, Five, to answer your question from what we said last week, Drake did get baited into this beef with Kendrick. I antagonizing him, saying to drop, and he got hit in the lip. He gotta go sit in the corner. I give you that. We waiting for Iceman. Iceman is
to
coming
confirm
either this year or 2026.
to confirm, Drake did get slapped the fuck around, respectfully.
Okay, Jamal. All right. I'm cool.
They not like us.
Well, guys, this is brought to you by Weirdos and Friends.
Respectfully.
Okay. But like I said, respectfully, I need a follow up from GNX. Respectfully, if you the champ is here, if you the champ,
You get
I need
it.
to see you defend your title.
You get it when you get it.
I need it.
You get it when you get it.
Oh, now it's you get it when you get it. That's crazy.
We'll wait
Okay.
another 5 years.
Shit, knowing him, it'd be 8. We'll all have
You
kids
get
by
it
the
when you
time this
get
nigga
it.
drop again. That's a fact.
But in all honesty, after this, I don't think Kendrick need to put out no more music. He's won.
He gonna put
He
out more
beat
music, but it don't
he
have to
beat
be
He
the
right
will when the
game.
now at
bag
all.
go low. He will when the
He
bag
beat
go
the
low.
game.
He will when the bag go low. When the
He
bag
don't.
go low,
He gonna
he
put
gonna
out
put
something else, but it definitely don't need to be right now.
He beat the game, bro.
He the
He
guy.
made
Look, he in the league right
he
now. He the guy right now. So we
He
need to
he
see
took
him
out.
carry the
He
company.
took out the
he
nigga
made
who
J.
been
Cole,
claiming he the best forever. Like
he
You
made J.
got
Cole
Dr.
tap
Dre.
out.
You
He
got
made J.
Dr. Dre.
Cole
Dap,
tap out. He made
executives from
Odell, don't say
UNG and
nothing
all that get
crazy.
awards.
he made J.
No, I'm
Cole
not.
tap,
That's not. That's not.
he made J. Cole tap out and he pinned Drake.
No Diddy.
So
He didn't make Cole. He didn't make Cole tap out.
yes, he did.
Cole, no, he didn't. Cole
Cole knew
said
what was
it
going
wasn't
on.
right in his heart. He wasn't sleeping.
Odell.
He
See, Odell, we was here, Odell.
So he
We
I
was
like,
don't care
here, Odell. You saw
I
if
don't
you
want to do
put out
that.
a if you put out a diss
Cole
if you put out a diss and then you retract it, you was about to go into the beef and then you was like, never
You know
mind.
what? I'm not gonna speak on that. I'm not gonna speak on that because I got a feeling Cole gonna drop soon. He's gonna drop something soon.
He could drop,
So I'm
but
not
he
gonna
not.
speak on that.
No, because the last song that J. Cole put out about it, bro, I love that shit, bro. That was a good ass song.
That's what I'm saying. Get the rest of this year, we gonna get another Cole track.
I will
Mark
say
my
this.
words.
I will say this.
Listen,
You know
man,
what I'm
let's not talk about Cole because I will not take no J. Cole slander in this bitch at all.
Me either.
I will
No,
say
me
this.
either. Me
I
either.
I
will
will
not.
say
Me
this.
either.
Throughout
No J. Cole slander.
throughout this beef, throughout the beef, the whole Kendrick and Drake and J. Cole thing, it has made me more fans of J. Cole and Kendrick because I really didn't fuck with them before this
See,
situation.
that's so you one of them.
I'm one of them.
I will say this. Though they are the big three. Kendrick, Cole, and Drake. They are the big three, bro. I
You
love J.
can't.
Cole. I
No,
listen to J. Cole.
no, they're not. As long as Eminem is still alive, there's no.
No, we
No.
talking about like
Five,
this
five,
era, this
five.
generation.
No, we're not doing
Eminem is
five,
still
we're
in
not doing
this era and this generation.
No,
We're
listen.
not. We're not doing that. We're not doing. No,
M is
no.
goaded. He out of here. He in God tier.
M
ain't gotta
already.
worry
M is
about
in
that.
God tier. He already proved himself. M is not. No. That's a different being. No,
That don't make
I'm not
sense
talking-
because
yes, it does.
no, it
As
don't.
of right
No.
now, we're talking about in this current stage of hip hop, the big three is Jermaine Cole, Aubrey Graham, and K motherfucking Dot.
No.
Okay.
No. As long
We agree to disagree.
to me, as long as Eminem and Lil Wayne is still rapping, no.
First off,
They're God
stop
tier.
with this
Five.
Wayne
They're
shit,
God
cause
tier.
now you about to make me bug the fuck out.
You can bug out all you
We
want.
not doing
You
this
stop
shit
with
no
this Wayne
more.
shit.
All
We're
I
you
not
want.
doing. We're not doing
You
this
can
shit.
bug
Don't
all
bring.
you want.
Don't bring Wayne up. We love
You can say
Wayne.
Okay, so
you
look.
We
Look, y'all,
love
look.
Wayne.
We're not gonna talk about Wayne or Eminem no more.
Don't
They're God
bring
tier. They're
Wayne
God
up.
tier.
you can
They're
say
God tier.
no
Actually,
because
oh shit, we was supposed to play
Em-
that clip. I wanted to
but
get
wait,
y'all thoughts on that shit. I forgot.
Eminem is so y'all telling me that Eminem is still not trying to prove himself in the rap game?
He already goaded, bro. He go.
He already
Regardless, no,
goaded.
no,
Why
no,
would he
no,
need to
no, no,
prove
no,
that?
no, no.
Why does he need to
So
prove
y'all are about to sit up here and say that M is still not trying to prove himself in the rap
He
game?
ain't got nothing else to prove. He proved it, man. I mean,
I had
he
nothing-
probably
what's the
feel
point?
like that
I would-
himself, but we already know,
Yeah.
man. You the goat, bro. You great.
The streets know about Eminem. That's why
We
nobody
know.
messes with Eminem. Nobody
But-
beef with Eminem unless you on suicide,
Y'all-
career suicide.
Y'all
You
are
see what he did to
comparing
MTJ?
y'all comparing Eminem with somebody like Rick Ross and them that's complacent
No,
in the
fuck we
spot that
not.
they
What we
are.
talking about?
Yes,
No,
you
we're
are.
not. No
We
one's
not.
Yes, y'all
He
Why
just
are.
you
said
bringing Rick
Eminem-
Ross in
He
this?
just said Eminem and Wayne are God tier. They don't even know. That's a different
They're
generation.
still
Five.
competing though. They're still they're not just putting out music to put out music. These niggas are still competing in the game. They still competing in the game. They're not just putting tokens in and playing every now and then. What you mean?
Oh, they're on his
They
BS tonight.
How am I
Nah,
on my
man.
BS tonight?
Five. I love you, Five, but nah, man. Eminem is goated. I don't even. I'm even getting a little weird talk about him as much because I don't want the M stands coming after me. You know what I'm saying? But M to himself, he might have something to still prove and this, that, and the third. Because when he raps, because M, one thing about M, he gonna talk about some shit. No matter which project he drop, he gonna talk about some shit. He gonna talk about the current state of the hip hop. He gonna talk about his goats as of right now, who his goats, who he think are the goats. So to me personally, I feel like when M drops, it's a pleasure, it's a luxury to us because of the longevity of when he drops, just like Wayne. So I don't even compare them to. I don't even compare him or any of those guys to the newer generation because it's just like they already submitted themselves as that guy for their time and past that. So as of right now, the big three is Kendrick, Drake, and Cole.
My fucking
I'm
ass.
sorry.
I don't know. I don't know why.
Absolutely
I
not.
don't even know why would he be competing with these niggas. I don't know. In Eminem brain, he probably do feel like he's still competing with niggas,
Yeah.
but bro, we gonna get him his flowers, bro. Like, there's no reason for him to even still. Nigga been doing this since like '90s, bro. We all the way in 2025.
Yeah.
He
Wait,
been the
but
great for too long.
can you speak on how come them two, as in Wayne and J. Cole, never, I mean Eminem and J. Cole never done a song together?
Shit, I don't know.
So
I have
it's
no
no
clue.
reason. It's just
Nah,
no
I don't
reason. It
think it's
just
no
never happened.
reason. I think it just haven't happened.
I don't think it's a reason. I don't think it's no reason. I think we hopefully we get one to be honest because I would like to get a Drake. I'm not a Drake. A Cole and M. I wouldn't mind getting a Kendrick and M. To be honest with you,
We have a
It's
Kendrick.
it's a
we had it.
it's I
Huh?
still want like M has not done a lot of features with people, a lot of people that you would think that he would have already like checked off the list. Like
For sure, for
He
sure.
never done a Hobson feature.
Yeah.
He never like him and Chris Brown. They never like cross paths. Never. But he, you know what I'm saying?
I
But
also
Like it.
think too, Eminem's music ear is so different, bro. That it's certain artists that he may not even want to work with because maybe his sound. Not saying he can't adapt to their sound. He may not want to have his voice with that sound. I don't even know how
I
Chris
was about
Brown
to.
and Eminem song would sound.
Hey,
I mean,
no,
but
no,
That's
we can't
that's on
say
her.
that because
yeah,
we never thought about a Akon and M song either, but we got it.
I
and
feel you. I feel you.
he's crossed over with a lot of singing dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of
Well,
dudes
I
that
don't.
sing and shit like that.
Well, I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
I just
Maybe it's
don't
coming.
know
Maybe I don't
how it
know.
would
That's a good
sound.
question.
I never really thought about J. Cole being on the track with like M.
Eminem never thought about that.
Yeah, I
That's a
never
good
really
take though.
thought
I never
about
thought
it.
about that.
I think it'll be
But
dope, but I just never sat there and be like, man, I wonder how it'd be if they got on the song
I think
together.
so too.
but
Because
it's
I,
just one of
as a
those.
Cole fan, I know Cole can keep up with him. I just would want to see what type of
I feel like
structure the song would look
that
like.
song will sound like him and JID. It'll sound like Fuel. That's what it'll sound like.
You think so?
It
Nah.
depends. It depends because you don't know if J. Cole gonna try to rap fast or he just gonna have a regular flow.
And it depends whose song it is.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? If it's an M song featuring J. Cole, I think Cole gonna spit because it's Eminem. I feel like if it's a Cole song featuring Eminem, Eminem will still spit, but I can see Eminem getting into his singing bag with a Cole song just because
So what
he'll
if?
fuck him.
Hold on, I got a theory. This just could be a theory. Okay, so we seen J. Cole bow out of the battle because he didn't want to compete with two of his
His friends,
friends in the
his
game.
friends.
What if he doesn't go on a track with M because what Eminem is known for, and they gonna try to pit them two against each other of who had the better verse, and he don't want to go up against one of his idols.
That's gonna happen regardless.
Yeah,
But does that sound like
Yeah.
a feasible theory?
I don't think J. Cole would just be like, I don't want to do it because I don't want to be I don't want them to compare our verses. I don't think he'd do some shit like that.
Cole is a hip hop student, so like he knows hip hop. So if he gets offered a track with an M, he's gonna do it because it's Eminem. It would be crazy not to do
Yeah,
it. To
that's
get
a
on the track
song
with
I
So
Eminem,
don't
you
think
you're a
tell
rapper.
me,
I
so
don't
you
think
tell
they'd turn
me,
that shit down. Either or.
you telling me in all of these years that J. Cole been around, that Eminem been around, that neither one has ever reached out to one another.
Probably not.
We don't know that they might have. You never
Probably
know. They still
probably.
alive. You never know. We might get one.
If we could get M on a fucking track with DJ Khaled, we could get a fucking Eminem and J. Cole song, and we have it.
But
It was going
but
through
look
drugs
at the
back then,
artist.
man.
Look at the artist that was on that song.
Facts.
You have
Cool. What you
Yep.
talking about?
on the song with DJ Khaled. Look at the artists that was on that song.
It was Khaled and M
What song?
on the song. He did the remix to Kanye's shit. Kanye's. There was that God song. Hold up.
What
I'll
did? What
tell
you
you.
talking about?
Wait, I'm gonna tell you the song's name. God did. So the song is called Use This
Oh,
Gospel.
Eminem and
Use This Gospel.
oh,
It was the Kanye remix. It was just DJ Khaled, Eminem, and the Kanye hook.
yeah.
I had to listen to that shit again.
That's what I'm saying. If we could get him on that track, if we could get Eminem and Beyonce, it's no reason why we can't get him and CB, C Breezy, and motherfucking uh.
Be breezy.
So this the next this the
I don't think it's like, oh, they just haven't did it because it's something going on. I just think they just probably haven't thought about it.
So do you think they fall into the same like mind fuck as we are? Like what would it sound like?
Probably they're like, damn. They probably do think.
Maybe.
So I think some
Maybe or
artists
maybe
do
it's
be
just one of
like,
those things.
my bad. Go ahead, Fi.
I just feel like maybe it's one of those things where like if the opportunity presents itself, they would. I just really think that it's not. I ain't gonna say. I don't think it's needed. To be honest,
I
It
don't.
don't make bro. We got M and we got
You
M and
know what
Kendrick.
though?
We
You know
got M.
what though? I think M. I don't know personally because I don't know M, but I think M is the type of person where when he does a song, I feel like he be like, "Oh, such and such would be dope on this song. Let me hit them up,"
Hmm.
because he feel like they will fit that song. Maybe he just haven't came
right.
across a song where he feel like J. Cole will fit on that song, or vice versa. Cole feel like M probably wouldn't fit on this song. So,
I,
and
I
go ahead.
I don't think I've heard an Eminem song that he's put out recently that would fit J Cole in.
That's what I'm saying. He probably don't feel like, okay, with Fuel, JID. It sounds like something JID should probably get on.
No, I mean, but when they did the remix, I was like, why the fuck would you do this? This remix is terrible.
But no, but it sounds like something that he would get on.
Yeah.
And based on how that nigga JID rap, you can kind of hear it. Even if he wasn't on that song, you could probably be like, damn, I can probably hear JID on
You know who sound good on this song? Jig.
J
Yeah, I feel
it. Like I feel like
it.
it's probably based on songs, and he probably be like, oh, such and such would probably be nice on here. He just ain't got to where Cola fit a song like that.
But it's came up so many times recently because M has talked about J. Cole in a couple of his songs recently. Like he's brought him up or put a bar in there alluding to J. Cole several times. So it's like, are we getting that verse? Or are we getting that collab?
You
Or
never know. They
what's going
probably
on?
already got something
You never
tucked
know,
in the
man.
tuck and
I feel like
everything.
it's a slow burn. You never know, man. I feel like it's a slow burn. I don't never know. Never know.
So you never know. But Cole don't really. If you look at Cole, Cole don't really do a lot of features with certain type of artists. Like he don't really do features with like major big artists. If you actually look at the features he do,
Yeah.
He's just on Wayne's mixtape, or is he on one of
He
Wayne's
just
album?
on the mixtape, the Green
So
Ring.
He's just on the mix.
that's the only verse with him
I think
and
that's the
Wayne.
only verse he did.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's the only verse he did, yo.
Which he had like the best verse on that whole goddamn mixtape.
Cole smacked Wayne on that song. Because I go to that back to that song for Cole's verse. Cole's verse on that shit is crazy.
Cole actually got a.
So
I don't know if niggas really on that DJ Khaled album. Cole had a verse on Hell Kitchen with him and Boss. It was crazy. It was
yes.
crazy.
Yes.
That nigga
Yes,
Cole
Javon.
was stupid.
Yeah, that's literally the only song that they got, bro. It's so weird, bro.
And it's great.
We'll see, bro. I hope it happens. We put it in the universe. I hope it happens. God, you listening? Hope it happens.
Before M retires, I need to see him on a song with Hobson, and I need to see him on a song with Chris Brown. It has to happen, bro. Breezy has literally been on a song with everybody, bro. It's not a person that Chris Brown has not made a song with.
Chris Brown got a song with J. Cole?
He has to.
No.
I don't think he got a
No, he
song with Cole.
Cole, he don't, bro. No. Mm-mm. Hell no.
I don't think he
Even
got
He got one with
featured, even featured.
I don't even think a feature.
Yeah, nah. He ain't got no song with Cole. With you said with Eminem, no. No, with who?
With
You said
Cole?
Chris Brown and who? Cole?
Yeah, it's
No.
a song. It's called Undercover, featuring J. Cole and Chris Brown.
That's an official song?
It's on DJ Drama's mixtape. I mean album or mixtape, whatever you want to call it.
Damn. Which one is that?
I never heard that.
It's called Third Power, and yes, it's official because it's got a bunch of
I
songs.
never heard that shit. Damn.
What DJ Drama tape is that on?
It's called Third Power.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't know. I
Damn,
check
I
that
ain't
out.
never heard
This
that.
shit came out in 2011.
Ooh, that's when Cole really just started taking off too.
For real?
Damn.
Oh, I'm gonna
Yep.
have to listen to that. I didn't know that.
Damn, my boy Gucci done put out a song, and my nigga Kevin Gates done dropped a couple Jones.
Yeah, he dropped Stutter. He about to get ready to drop Luca Brasi 4.
Yep, he put out 3
July, I
songs.
think it's July 23rd.
That last album, it was good, but it's not what I thought. What he was about the direction he was about to go in.
I mess with Gates
It-
though. I like Gates.
I fucks with Gates. Gates has become one of my favorite artists because I never used to listen to him, but I listened to Kaza, and after Kaza, that nigga just shot up to the this
so,
year.
no, so you need to listen to I think it's called.
No, I've
you
since
went
went back and listened to.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
of
yeah,
course,
yeah.
of course. But I feel like this year Kevin Gates gonna be my #1 streamed artist.
He dropped. This will be his second or third project this year.
Every year it's always Eminem, but I feel like this year, for the first time, it might be somebody
You
else.
want to know what's crazy? Last year, Spotify, because they tell you the artists that you listen to the
Yep.
most on there too. Bruh, the artist I listened to the most last year was Mozzie.
Mm.
What?
Okay,
in the-
that's okay. That's
Mozzie, bro. Mozzie. No,
Well,
Mozzie
I mean,
was on
if-
fire last year with his albums, bro.
if y'all want to know mine,
Don't say
it
Drake.
was Aubrey Graham. Bruh.
I think my top 5 was, and my shit was hard. It was Eminem.
Well, why you get
Because, it was Eminem because of his album, and then it was what's his name? Chris Brown because of 11:11. That shit was good as fuck. It was Joyner Lucas. It was Chris Brown, Kevin Gates.
Hold on.
What?
We gonna have to get into this R&B bag, Five. I like what you talking about, Five. Go
What
ahead.
you mean?
No, I'm
Yep.
liking what you talking. Because I didn't know you had so much respect for Chris Brown like that.
Who's that? Boss.
Mozzie at the top.
Shout out
Boss, Graf, J. Cole, Skyzoo. Them was my top
Yo,
5
J. Cole
Damn.
motherfuckers.
being number 4 is insane. Get it together.
I don't remember
Remember, J.
Number
Cole only
who the
20.
fifth
dropped. He
person
dropped
was.
one thing that was might delete later.
That don't matter. Eminem ain't got a drop. He's still my top number one.
He been dropping though, nigga.
I don't know how you would find that on this shit here. Your recap. Okay, here we go. Uh, top tracks. Yeah,
I
it's
think we
all
go for
Kevin.
24, right?
It's all Kevin
Damn.
Gates. God
We
dang.
do 24.
Got
My
some.
24.
Bruh, my
Hold on.
damn
This is my 24.
Drake, Cole, Sean, Wayne, yay. That ain't bad.
Yeah,
No.
man,
That's a little
that's
messy.
kind of
But
crazy.
see, that's why I say I don't just listen to top artists, bro. Like my top 5 songs.
We get it,
Four
Jawan. You're
four of them
underground. We get
four of
it.
them is Mozzie, bro. And then one of them
Mozzie
is Ray
hard. I like
Bond.
Mozzie. Mozzie dope. Mozzie dope.
Mozzie go crazy, bro.
I
Niggas
don't
be
think I
sleeping on
listen.
my nigga Mozzie, bro.
That's not the
Yeah, Mozzie.
same.
If y'all don't listen to Mozzie, listen to Mozzie.
Yeah, so right now my shit is Kevin Gates, Eminem, Lil Wayne, Tory Lanez, and Kevin Gates.
Tory?
Free Tory. Free Tory. Until
You
it's
said
back.
you said right
No,
now?
Kendrick. It's Kevin number one, then M, then Wayne, then Kendrick, and then Tory.
You said right now?
Delete that Kendrick.
Just right now, just right now.
How the
Right
fuck?
Five,
now?
you're not about to say that Kendrick has not been putting out some fucking hard ass
I'm
music,
trolling,
bro.
man. I'm trolling, man.
Man,
I'm
how you
trolling,
look
bro. I'm
that
trolling.
up? I wanna see that.
Hey, don't, hey, Five, don't get caught a fraud and look at your shit and
Ain't
Kendrick
no
is on there.
trolling it.
Don't get caught a fraud and
No, no, no,
Kendrick
no,
is
no.
on your shit.
Hold on. Let me see. Let me see.
How you
Hold
go
on. For
look?
right
How you
now.
go
Oh
look that
wait.
up?
Oh, well, I'm on YouTube Music. I
Oh
ain't on.
nah, man. I'm
Okay.
on
So look,
Spotify.
as of May of 2025 on Apple Music, this is mine. This is mine.
What Eminem you listening to though? Wait, but is Party
Bro, to
Next
be honest,
Door?
bro,
Is Party Next Door only on there because of the album with Drake?
no, it's no his solo album he put out before Sexy Song. But I ain't gonna lie
Mm,
to you, bro. I was in my Eminem bag. Like I've been in my Eminem bag like a couple, like going back listening to his old shit, bro. And like
mm.
the first ever rap album I ever owned was the Eminem Show. That was my first Eminem album. That was my first rap album I ever owned. Actually, I love that album through and through. But I went back. Went back listening to Relapse. I went back and listened to Encore. I don't know why people got so much slander on Encore at the time when it dropped. I see why, but I like
See why too.
Encore is really good.
I
I
don't
like
think
Encore. Encore is
Encore
good.
got
In
as
my
much
opinion.
flack as Relapse.
Encore and Relapse, they definitely did. But I can see why. I can see why.
Yeah, no, I see why they did with Relapse, but Relapse is good though. I like
Relapse
Relapse.
went crazy.
Relapse is
I
good.
don't fuck with nobody's sake.
Yeah, Relapse is really good.
Relapse is one of them albums, bro. That if you listening to it and you don't know Eminem, you're not an Eminem fan at all, you gonna be like, what the fuck am I listening to?
I don't understand how people can't appreciate Relapse, but they can appreciate Recovery. Because like, if you don't understand what it is, it's just like nigga, some niggas would say like when it dropped, I can
Wait,
remember vividly, bro.
wait. Recovery? Do you mean?
Because
Are you
was it
sure
Relapse?
you?
Was it Recovery after Relapse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So back in I think that was like 09, 08, I think. My friend Kevin, big ass Eminem mark, bro. He did not like Relapse. He just was like, bro, I don't like it. It's just crazy. And I didn't understand why. But to say that he did it, but he loved Recovery was crazy because I'm like, if you can't appreciate Relapse and him getting off of that shit, you
I think
can't
I
really
know
appreciate
why.
Recovery.
Around
Or am I
recovery,
tripping?
I think recovery was amazing. But around recovery,
Yes.
his style changed.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
It changed.
Yeah.
It's changed a lot. It's changed a lot through every single album. But then he got stuck
But I
on that
think
fast
Recovery is
rap
one of
shit.
his best. To me, I think Recovery is one of his best albums, bro. I play Recovery front to back
Now,
for almost 2 years,
Come
bro.
on,
now, when we was talking about the Kendrick shit,
Cinderella Man is one of my Cinderella Man is one of my
oh
favorite songs
shit,
by
here
that
we
nigga.
fucking go.
when we was talking about the Kendrick shit, the up and downs, right? The up and downs, right? So when M first came out,
Mm.
okay, then
Hold on,
Eminem
five.
show.
Before you go, I want to put a
No,
disclaimer
no,
in
no, no,
for the
no.
debate.
Don't
I'm not
do
too
not
really
go.
equipped with Eminem style like that, so I'm gonna let you ride with a 5 and 8.
Do
Go ahead, school
not
me, my
go.
nigga. Go ahead.
This is not the Eminem episode. Cause we gonna go
Go ahead,
throw.
five. Go
We
ahead,
gonna
five.
go
What you gotta
down
say,
a
five?
whole rabbit hole if this nigga about to say
So,
some bullshit. We
You
about
know
to.
I'm not gonna ever. You
No,
know I'm not gonna ever say some
no.
disrespectful shit, bro.
We
You
not
know
doing
I'm
no
never
peak
ever.
shit. Do not say nothing about no peak. I don't want to hear it.
No, I was just
I
re-referencing.
said five.
No,
I already
I'm just
see
about
his
to,
hand doing this.
Hey, five. He was
I'm about
going
to
after that nigga.
re-reference it. I'm about to re-reference
Nah,
for
bro.
you so you can understand what I'm saying because Kendrick, right? Because you said because Kendrick went up on
Oh my
Damn, went down,
god.
and then he went back up right now. So what I'm saying is, right? So M's peak would be Eminem show, right? Then he goes down, and then he comes back up with Recovery. So that
Yeah,
doesn't not that don't change
I
his
agree.
peak. That don't change his
That's
peak.
accurate.
His peak was always Eminem show. It will always be Eminem show.
No, but see, when I think of peak, bro, peak is your
Eminem show is
highest.
classic.
Peak is your highest. To
When you was
me,
on,
to
yeah.
me, that's why I said to bring it back to Kendrick. To me, Kendrick is at his highest right now that he's ever been. So to me, that is your peak when you're at your high, cause he surpassed
Mhm.
where he was. So if y'all felt like okay, this was his peak then, and he dropped down, and now he's back up, but that peak that was right here, he already passed that. So how would that
But
still be his peak
Like,
if he's up
because
here
his worst
now?
talking about Eminem.
he originally had nothing to measure up to. Now GNX has something to measure up to, which is his peak.
But he passed that. So that means now that will be his peak, bro. He passed Damn. You said Damn was his
Look. I
Damn
don't know
was
why
his
we keep
peak.
going back to this, bro. Eminem,
Cause of
Kendrick Lamar's
O'Neal. He
peak is
brought up
damn.
peaks,
Wait,
nigga.
stop doing that, bro. Eminem, Kendrick Lamar's peak is damn. That's it. We're gonna leave it where it is. It's damn.
That's why I
It's
said don't
damn. I
bring
don't
up
care
peaks,
what
man. Now
nobody
we
says
back.
or what
Well,
Joanne's
all right, let's
talking about.
pass it.
Just saying. I forgot
His peak is damn.
You was
what
saying
was talking
something about
about.
M.
Oh, we was talking about so yeah, when you listen to Relapse,
Got
it's
me.
when you listen to Relapse, it's more so like if you don't get the theme of the album, then you're not gonna like it. You're not gonna understand. Like you're not understanding that he's rapping from or in each song he's a different serial killer. Like he's rapping from the perspective of different serial killers.
That shit was fire, bro.
In real life, Eminem should be arrested. But
But in Recovery, he was heavy on drugs and he put out a lot of caca boo boo. Even though that was the
you talking about
No, no,
relapse
that
or
was
recovery?
relapse. He was relapse.
no
He was on
encore.
drugs.
Relapse, he was on drugs.
Encore.
You said
Oh,
Encore.
recovery,
encore,
bro.
encore, yeah, encore. He was
I
definitely
didn't
on
mean
drugs.
recovery. Sorry, I
Oh
Encore
mean
was
yeah, yeah,
definitely on
yeah,
encore.
drugs.
yeah.
So encore was a lot of like pit like childish ass like rap, but that was the premise of the album. Like that was the point of the album. But
Boy,
still,
encore slap.
it's like
But he
Encore,
been
I love
doing that.
encore.
So
Encore
that's
slap.
it's
not
like
new.
I but no,
Now
he
I ain't
was
gonna lie
not
to you,
doing
bro.
it to he wasn't doing it to that
Encore,
much of a high. Like he was literally like, I don't have to say shit on I just did a whole verse and I didn't say shit. Like it's literally like the
I ain't
album
gonna
was
lie, bro.
And it was
I played back.
it,
Encore is fire, bro. Encore, I love encore. I don't know why people were shitting on it. Encore is really, it's really good.
because it's literally
It's
Eminem just
Eminem.
playing with music. He's literally just playing with music, playing with words. He's just playing, bro. He's just doing this shit with ease.
What's that? What's that song? I love Rain Man when he be like Rain Man, bruh.
Yeah.
yeah.
I pop every time he say it.
No, that's
Rain
the song when that's the song when he's like, I just did a
Oh yeah,
whole
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, and I didn't
Oh
say
my
shit.
Fire, bro.
I
M
don't know.
fire. He can get away
Um,
with shit
Juwan.
like that because he fire.
but
Yeah.
he don't get away. He don't get away with whatchamacallit.
What?
We're revival, bro.
Oh no,
He
no,
don't get away with
nah,
revival.
nah. We had to put the foot on that nigga neck. I ain't gonna hold you.
it,
Revival was
I
booty, bro.
hated,
I don't know
I
what he
hated
was on.
revival.
Yeah.
it wasn't a bad album. It was just some of the songs that he chose and the beats. It's
But you
like,
know,
bro, why, bro?
And I'm mad
Why?
because one of the
Eminem,
best things he did was on that album, and I hate that album.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I ain't really listened to that album. I listened to some of it like when it dropped because it's M. I listened to it, but like I didn't. Nah, I'm good.
People
Yeah.
love the song he
Don't
had
really.
with Beyonce, and I didn't
Hey,
give a fuck.
what it do, Fulio? Yes, sir.
I did not care about that fucking song with Beyonce for real. I'm not gonna lie.
It was good, bro.
It was clickbait, bro. It's Beyonce and Eminem, so they're like, "Ooh, let's check it out." It's
Nah,
alright.
that song was deeper. That shit was
It was
real
a
deep,
deep
bro.
song, but I'm just like, I'm cool on it.
Especially when you like put it with the video, bro. That shit is.
And then
And
him,
and, and
Yeah,
you from the city and you can actually drive down the street and be like, yeah, that nigga shit really gone, bro. It's really grass.
and then hold on,
It's really nothing but grass.
that revival ain't that's the one where he was like explaining how he mended
wasn't
everything
that
with
the
his
one he was
mom and
talking?
everything too, right?
No,
Or am I tripping?
that was the album before. That was you talk about
That was
headlights.
recovery.
Wasn't Revival?
You talk about
No,
headlights.
Marshall Mathers LP two. That's what that was
Yep,
on. Yeah.
yep. You
Wasn't
talking about
Revival
headlights.
him talk about the shooting that happened in Vegas and everything? Because I know that was a big topic for him.
Oh,
Trump. What was that about?
that's music to be murdered by.
Nah, that shit was fire.
Okay.
Wait. What shooting?
Yeah,
You talk about the Vegas shooting? Yeah, that was music to be murdered by. But Eminem's whole premise for
no, five. That was Revival. Five. It's music to be murdered by. No, music to be murdered by. No, that was Revival.
you
He
gonna
was
tell
talking about
me?
that.
You gonna tell me?
Five. I'm only telling you this.
Didn't you just bow out 5 minutes ago? Did you
I
just
know I'm
bow
not.
out 5 minutes ago?
Five. I'm not
Okay,
tweaking.
you tell me. Because the premise for recovery was beefing with Trump and Black Lives Matter. That was the whole thing for for that album.
No, five. Revival was Trump's presidency. Yeah, he was talking about because Trump was in office then. Five.
That's what I just
And the
said.
Vegas shooting. But no, you said music to be murdered by. Revival. That's what that album was
The
based off of.
Vegas
Trump.
shooting is on the Vegas shooting is on Music to Be Murdered by.
No, it's not.
I'm about to
You know
show
what? You know what? To agree or disagree, but I swear I thought that's what
No,
it was.
there
I
is
could be
no
wrong.
to disagree
Look, now this nigga about
to
to
agree
go
to
look it
disagree.
up.
This song right here, Darkness, that's this Vegas shooting.
Okay. Okay. I bet. I'm sorry.
See, I told y'all we was gonna go down the whole Eminem hole. Pause.
Yeah, I don't want to. We can't do that. We need to do that because they talk about M like they talk about Wayne sometimes.
Oh no,
And that should be
we
No,
already
but
said we was
I'm not
going.
gonna lie
We
to
already
y'all,
said
bro.
we was gonna do one.
Maybe one stream, bro, we can because I know from me personally, I can just speak off of Eminem as like from what I like from the later years. Like from if we go from like if we go from the Eminem show, I could do you encore and then relapse and then recovery. I could talk about that. But anything like before wise and stuff,
I
I
mean, nah.
went back and listened to it for sure. But I'm not really educated or really tuned in like that. You know what I'm saying? So
That's my
I
guy.
would love to do that. I could love to do that for educational purposes.
You gonna have to go back then, cause we definitely gonna have to do that one.
Oh yeah.
No. And I gonna lie to you, when we do it, I will do my homework so I come correct. Pause. But like no, because M top in my M in my top five. We ain't gonna get into top 10 and
He
top
should
five
be
right now.
your number one. That's what he should be. He should be in your
No, he can't be
number
my
I
number
one.
already
one.
said on this
He
recording
can't
that
be
that
my
nigga
Who's your
M
number
my number
one?
one. You feel me?
The coolest weirdo.